Bunny Melon, Gothic, Liz, Kiss by Fire, Honey West, hello, Olga, Lisa Simpson, Ami, Genty, Christy, Tina, hey girl, hey, Christy. I think I said hi to you already. Hey, Miss Monster, Danny Jean. How's it going, Danny Jean? Good to see you. Oh, they're on my chat. Hey, Lona. Nice to see you as well. Lisa Simpson, WNC Tar Heel. Aren't you old school? Haven't you been around for a long time, WNC Tar Heel? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I'm thinking like Shoot the Shit days. I don't know. Who knows anymore? Gucci Gang Gamer Girl, D, Hollow, Margie. Margie, whenever I say the name Margie, I must say it with the thickest of Wisconsin accents I can possibly muster. Margie. So funny. Hey, Tanya Smith. Lasheth Jean, nice to see you. Midwest Bird Freak, hello. Holly Big Mac. View and Chew, glad you finished the replay for the support group meeting. That's important. Faith's Dragon, hello. I switched the cord out on my mic. Apparently, Yaba bought a new cord for my mic, and it sat next to my desk in a box for I cannot tell you how long. Until one day, a few days ago, I was like, I wonder what's in this box. And I opened it and I was like, oh, look, it's a cord from my mic. So I don't know. Let me know. Dumb question. Why is your channel Samantha Jean now? Somebody Manning called me Samantha Jean one day. And I was like, I'm literally the only person who doesn't have Jean. And I'm the one who started the whole Jean thing. So I said, let me just change it real quick. I was in a chat somewhere and I changed it. So anyway, that's what it is. No reason other than that. I thought it was funny. B Explorers, hello. Bradley D, nice to see you. Ophelia Bedelia, nice to see you as well. Last minute Laura says STS. That's a throwback for sure. Does anybody know? Are they still alive and kicking? I'm gonna come right out and say it. Are Pam and Rick still alive? Yes or no? Anyone? Anyone? I know Lisa Archie lurks around sometimes. Lisa Archie, you lurking today? Our panda of perpetual pondu. Hello, your cat just came from the toilet and it stinks. What? Did your cat use the toilet or are you referring to the litter box? You're in a hella better mental health space than you were 2 months ago. Nice to hear it, Danny Jean. You just now read the stream title. Dude, I literally was eeny, meeny, miny, moeing it between Amber Lynn and old Slidey Eye. And I was like, I really wanted to talk about Amber Lynn a little bit. But that's okay. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. In the end, we went with Slidey Eye. Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Forever a basic Betty. Does that make us Samantha's Jean? I don't know. You're funny. It makes you Samantha Jeans, all of you. We're all Samantha Jeans. Or Sammy Jeans, whatever. Bombastic Side Eye, Elizabeth J. Dude, Ray says that constantly. Bombastic Side Eye. And like at first I had no idea what she was saying. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I still don't know what it means. Now I realize the word she's saying is bombastic, but I do not know what that means. Am I supposed to? Hey, Ratatouille. Good to see you. Miss you too. I've been just been busy. Very, very busy. The summer months are very busy. So between work and family and everything, I've just been super busy. But I've missed you guys. I'm gonna try to do better about making time. Oh, it's a TikTok thing? Well, that still doesn't tell me, doesn't explain it. Yours too, Margie? Now I have to actually sell Samantha's jeans. That would be interesting, Marge. Yeah, it would. I don't think I want to get into that. Hellfire says his face is melting from the toxicity and anger. Reminds me, I wanted to put my thumbnail up on the board. Okay, so listen. There we go. If you haven't been on Twitter lately, this image has been going around Twitter. This is actually my handiwork. I'll have you know. Hey, Jay Denise. Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Tina B. I met you guys too, for sure. Hey, Sherry B. Nice to see you. I can't even promise that things are going to calm down for the rest of the summer because they're not. It's only going to get crazier. So it's fine. I have one of my granddaughter's birthdays is coming up the second week of June. And another granddaughter is being born. So my 4-year-old well, she'll turn 4. Her name's Lonnie. She turns 4 on July 9th, and my newest granddaughter is being born July 8th via scheduled C-section. So that is in stone. Her name's gonna be Violet. Isn't that crazy though? So one will be July 8th and one's July 9th. I love that for them. They're not by the same parent though. They're my 2 boys. So their parents are brothers. Their dads are brothers, I guess I should say. I know, I'm so excited. And those my sons, they both have sons who are like 5 days apart. Isn't that crazy? Mhm. Bryson and, Naveen are 5 days apart. I know, Wendy, I love it too. So Violet's dad is Celeste's dad. So he now has 2 daughters, or he will have 2 daughters, and their names are Celeste and Violet, and I just think that is the cutest thing ever. Mhm. Celeste's middle name is Jean, and so we try to convince him to name Violet, Violet and June, Celeste, Jean, and Violet, June. God, I just love it so much. Alas, she's not being born in June after all, so whatever. So, yeah, things are crazy, but I'll be around when I can, as much as I can. I don't know, but Shaggy made a song called Boombastic in 1995, and I guess young adults are now saying it with no idea where it came from. That's funny as shit. You guys know that new Eminem song? Which one is it? Dadgummit. Imma start talking about it, and then I won't be able to think about it or think of what it was. Anyway, that new Eminem song came out, and Yaba was, like, singing one part of it. Now I can't remember, I'm drawing a blank. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. What song is that? Yeah, Houdini, but what song is it that he, like, samples in that? It's an old one, she had no idea. Mhm. Hey, Faith Dragon, Malibu Stacy, why is it so hot in here all of a sudden? Jesus. Narcoleptic alert, nobody says boombastic. Oh, yeah, yeah, thank you, Face Dragon. Abracadabra. The abracadabra. She was singing that, and so then I started singing it, and she's like, "Oh, you listening to that song?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "What are you talking about?" Like, "Yeah, everybody knows abracadabra, right?" She had no idea that that was is it Steve Miller? Is that who it is? She had no idea it was some older song. She thought I was singing Eminem's new song. And here I am with my old geriatric ass. I'm singing like the original. Like I had no idea. It was funny. That was like yesterday. Speaking of sliding eye, I put it on Twitter. But while I was looking for pictures of old Cliffy P over here and his sliding eye, I'm looking for pictures. And I just start singing that song. Private eye watching you. But then of course, I replaced private with sliding. It fits perfectly. Sliding eyes are watching you. They see your every move. Today's your birthday, Tanya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, June 19th. That eye is sliding away. Yes, Hall& Oates. Shut up. I was a big Hall& Oates fan when I was a kid. I ain't gonna lie about it, last minute Laura. I just ain't. So, yeah, so here this picture on the screen. This is of old Cliffy P over there. If you're wondering what the P stands for, it stands for pussy. If you must know. Hey, Catacorn Mermaid, you're not too late. So anyway, this is a still from, I don't know, something. I literally all you gotta do is just bop through his streams, and you can find the best stills. So I got this one and I realized, I'm like, "Oh my god, his head is straight. It's not even cocked to the side. His head is completely straight, yet his eyes literally sliding on his face." So I do the little lines on it, and I sent it to Yaba. You wanna see what Yaba made out of it? Hold on. She made a little video. She put it on Twitter. I'm gonna play it. Ah, hold on, I gotta find it. Oh my gosh. Lauren Dahl shared on Twitter 40 areas in Kuwait affected by power outage. Holy crap, I wonder if our girls, being affected by the power outage. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Where is it? Oh, is this it? Yeah, okay, hold on. Oh, wait, where? Okay, there it is. Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay. Stop screen, present, share screen. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. All right, let me turn the volume while I wet. Is it up? Is it all the way up? Yes, it is. Okay, here we go.
Stand up, Yaba. Yaba, please stand up. Stand
Yes,
up.
after yes.
Yaba, you act like you're a dainty Gorley. The earthquake in New York tells a different story. Yaba, Yaba, stand up again. Yaba, make the earthquake again. Oh, Yaba, please stand up. Oh, Yaba, please stand up.
Hold on. Okay, so remember when Gigi freaked out and was like, "My mom shit me into the toilet?" I'm glad you brought that up because I'm actually going to spend some time over here on Alex's Twitter because she's got some bangers that I wanted to watch with you all. Probably AK's Twitter a little bit too. Okay, wait, here's this. This isn't about old Cliffy P, but it's still fine. It's still fine. It's still Grift Gang. So, yeah, if Owl's YouTube channel takes a nosedive, she could always be an extra in The Walking Dead. You're welcome, Owl. I got such a kick out of that. Hey, girl, hey, said him and ATX look like they're related with their weird warped faces. Oh, great YouTube handle. I'm sure you are beautiful. Alex is a good time. Just don't get on Alex's bad side or AK for that matter. Lesson learned. Uh, okay, hold on, wait. I was looking for something else. Did I pass it? No. Hold on, I'll find it. Yeah, here it is. Oh, wait, no, I don't even know what this is. We're gonna watch it together. Hold on. I hate how it's already muted. Anyway, what's this? Thanks at Gothic Glitter, who's in the chat, for clipping this. I thought this needed a visual to go along with it. Let's see. Oh, we're tagged in it. Oh, okay. Hold on.
I don't know. That slanty eye motherfucker said something like that. He would. Weirdo. Don't even get me going. You wish.
This is for you. Oh my God, this is clipped from the support group this morning. The volume's low. I can't turn it up anymore. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. There she is. Work of fucking art, man. Okay, hold on. Let me back it up. Oh, I wish the volume was louder. Hold on.
I don't know. That slanty eye motherfucker said something like that. He would. Weirdo. Don't even get me going. You wish.
This is for you. This is for you, Cliffy P.
Remember what happened?
Biden eyes. They're watching you. They see your every move.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a song by Sam called Sliding Eyes. That's how it goes.
Name. Well, somebody in her chat said Gaining Ground looked like that Bing from the Goonies.
The nerve of that motherfucker to talk about anybody in the way they look. Lord have mercy. Oh, look, there's Al again. I thought this was hilarious too. These are like those aliens from Men in Black. And somebody said that that's what Al looks like, and she totally does. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It's fucking great. God, you guys are genius. This is why I love it here so much. All right. Oh, and then there's this. Oh, wait, I already played that. That was what Yaba made. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This one, oh, there's a lot to it. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me just slow down. Those aliens were charismatic as hell. Yeah, they were. Unlike Foul Owl, right? Okay, so listen. This one might be a little disjointed, but it's totally fine. So this is a screenshot of a tweet authored by Cliffy P. He says, "Got any examples, Tina? All I said was, why would he send me a pic of his father on his deathbed if I was such a horrible person? And I said I saved the chat. because I knew he'd deny it, and he did after going back and deleting the DM. Now it's your turn. Where's the clip? So this is in reference to Clivy P says, I guess that Tragic sent him a picture of his dad on his deathbed. And Cliffy P at one point, he admitted that he kept that picture. And now he's trying to walk it back and say that he didn't say he kept the picture. He said he saved the chat. Well, let's roll the beam footage, shall we?
I have a photo that I'm never going to release, although maybe one day if I leave YouTube I will, of Tragic's dad in his deathbed in the hospital. Do you remember sending me that, Tragic? Oh, you do, because you went back and deleted the chat. Oh, sucks for you. I saved it before I walked out of the bodega.
Yo,
Hey, AK, did he ever send you a photo like that? No, sweetheart, because you're nothing but a useful attack dog for him, sweetheart.
She's sick.
You want to see my dad in the hospital? I said, yeah. And he sent me the photo, which he deleted again. I saved it, Matthew.
Aha! He deleted the photo. I saved it, Matthew. You say it right there.
I'm so sorry, Matt. At least he's not suffering. Oh, how horrible of me, right, Hussy, to say something so terrible to poor Matthew, the victim. And then he had a
Look at these screenshots of old Damn It Amber over there. That is a vile individual.
colonoscopy or something, and then I don't know. He claims the colonoscopy prep.
By the way, speaking of Damn It Amber, because I've taken notice, people brought it to my attention that she's walking around once again, spreading the slanderous, defamatory narrative that I doxed her using her information from our merch or where she bought merch or something to that effect. That's a whole ass lie. The truth of it is, and this can be fact checked, the truth of it is that Damn It Amber was on the witness list for Hussy's lawsuit against Clarahondra. And it was Clarahondra who told everybody publicly over there on Rumble that Damn It Amber was on the witness list for Hussy. Well, the witness list is public. It's still to this day publicly accessible on the Washington, D.C. court website. There was only like 5 people on the witness list. There was only one named Amber Murphy. It wasn't that hard to put it together. Saying that I doxed her. No, you take your beef up with Clarahondra. All right. That's right. Yeah, but you are nothing to him. AK tells you everything you need to know. That's right. Hey, Tragic. Good to see you. Pickled Sugarfoot. Just getting here. What'd you miss? Not a whole lot, but you should be able to bop it back and have a look-see. Maybe catch up on 1.5, maybe even 2 times speed. Link Whipster, thank you so much for being a member for 17 months. Did he ever send you a picture of his dying father? No. And that's normal to y'all, Griff Gang? Shameful. Outside cleaning your truck. Look at you, your cocktail emoji. I love the new emojis. I hope they stay. Where is Amber from? You know somebody with that name, Kirby Furby? Really? If I recall correctly, it's somewhere down south. It's either Georgia or Alabama. I don't know. I don't remember. Don't care. Fuck her. And for the record, damn it, Amber, we still want to know why you pissed on those people's rug when you were burglarizing their home. All right. Well, there's that again. There's that picture of Cliffy P and his sliding eye. Hey, great YouTube handle. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Welcome to Sham Rocks. Isn't that clip from when he said, from when he and Hussy were talking about the phone called AK's dad? I think so. I think so. Hey, Cool Hand Mike. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Good Lord. God only knows what you're going to find scrolling on Alex's Twitter. What is that? Oh, is that when Belinda re-uploaded her good old college try at the pre-recorded content? That's funny. I don't know who that fool is. Oh, not interested in that either. Okay, let me stop screen sharing. Loser. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. So, for those of you who follow, we're going to just hop around a little bit. For those of you who follow Mandy and Sean, looks like they're taking a little bit of a hiatus. Oh, grandpa over there. Hold on. Look at this sign. Look at this sign she made. This is an unemployed middle-aged woman, no children, no grandchildren, nothing but her and her elderly husband and their chickens. 3 hours ago, hashtag family. See y'all soon. Brief pause. Hashtag blessed. They haven't streamed in 5 days. I don't know how brief a pause this is going to end up being. Hey, Kalari, good to see you. Glamour Mayhem, good to see you too. No notification. Tragic says, Sniffy Cliffy started messaging me after my younger brother died, then manipulated me to get info about me while pretending he was a friend. That's shameful, but not shocked. Not shocked at all. Hey, Becca James, nice to see you. Link Webster said, hashtag justice for the rug, TBH, right? Of course, Mandy insists on this cringy shit. Link Webster says, absolutely cannot raw dog them. No, nor can I. Do you guys want to watch the clip of Mandy getting real hot and bothered about the stink box wax melt? Which, by the way, the stink box wax melt's been out for a while, a couple of months at least. I can't believe they're just now catching wind of it. Alex Glitter says, chicken head, where you at? You read it too quickly and got welcome to vagina. Hey, our panda perpetual pondu. No way, Tragic. Definitely whacked out for sure. You want to see it? Oh gosh, I done offered it up. Now I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Hold on. It was probably this last one 5 days ago. Let's see. She literally, she holds up her little iPad and shows the merch store and everything. Hey, that was the LED light. I know she ain't talking shit on your LED lights, babe. Hold on.
Bigger girls. Why?
Shut up. How long did they talk about us?
And then I saw.
She was tweeting.
Okay, wait. I think she holds it up about the stink box before then, maybe? Hold on.
It was just kind of like, I don't know if it's appropriate, but I'm like, yeah, this is the community. So Mandy is, you know, I'm friends with him too, but Mandy's the one that has.
Oh, Alex Glitter says Amber Murphy lives in Georgia. She said it herself. She told Woody Widow she came through Georgia to hit her up so she can take her to lunch.
The communique and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all that. Presley's one of those people really important to us.
She came in the first time she was Presley 57 and we were like, okay, it could be a troll, but she's very nice. And then it just kind of, that's when
nobody
really
cares. Also, nobody knows or likes Presley 57.
And then when he said, y'all suck, go to hell. But you do like.
And the thing because of the, couple thing like every 5 or so that much anymore. But it was apparent to me. And I said to Mandy, I was like, if we do a channel together, it'll be, it's a few, some people.
I can't, there's nothing I love more than listening to Sean talk about himself. Look at these two jabronis.
Watch it sometimes because of me, sometimes because of you, and then some of them because of us together, so that's what we did.
That's what we
did.
And
it flopped. This live stream was 5 days ago. You have 467 views. But please do not pack it up. You can see where her little contact paper ends and where the wall to the modular home begins.
It took me a long time to not having to have an agenda when we go live. I mean, to me, it was like, what are we going to go live for? And it was just go live to vibe with everybody. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, this is totally a vibe. Look at Bless This Mess down there in the chat, and she's a member. What a loser Bless This Mess turned out to be.
What I was saying is, and I want to talk a little about Scentsy things in a minute, but we'll get to that. You're gonna have to.
What does he mean Scentsy things? Scentsy is a brand. It's a whole thing. What are you talking about? Look how her face lit up though when he said it. Watch.
Little about Scentsy things in a minute, but we'll get to that. You're gonna have to. So I have to go about every 4 months. I have to go down the
Yes.
hill, and I'm too old and broke down to just start at the top and walk down the hill. So I have to go down to the woods and kind of loop around. And I tell you, Mandy, if you just go down to the bottom and then come up, it's a lot of space back there.
Is there a lot of space?
It's big woods, and that's why. Anyway, then I come up and then I rake all the stuff from the chicken coop from 3 or 4.
Hold on. I just want to read this Robin's comment in their chat. The thing is, you're not about drama. You talk specifically about certain different things in life. That's what makes you guys so special. Are you fucking kidding me? 99% of what these two jabronis talk about is his ex-wife. Are you kidding me?
Months worth, and I rake it
Drama.
all the way, and I spread it all the way
The hay, yeah.
into the woods, and let it compost that way. So there's not a lot of mold, and that's where I threw those branches too. It was down there with them.
And
And
cockatiels are arguing.
somebody, if you just got here,
They have a whole ass zoo in that house. The dogs, the cats, the freaking birds, they got cockatoos, they got chickens. What don't they have? I can only imagine what it smells like in there. They you want to talk about Scentsy, you want to talk about wax melts. They need some wax melts, but you're not getting any of ours.
3 minutes ago, you have
You
no
need to order them. I will cancel your order, just like I did to Ola dildo over there. That freak.
idea. What
The
I'm
one-
Dildo, I figured out why you're so angry. Just so you know, I know exactly why you're so angry now. It all makes sense to me now.
talking about.
And a lot of people will probably hold on, let me go into this because this is where it started. Sometimes we were talking about the Magai thing, the whole like Magai, and
Yeah.
it didn't make any sense. And it started because I was checking out and like I said,
Yaba, you were watching Yaba. That's what you were doing. Just say it. Spit it the fuck out.
y'all don't have to. Oh, she's yeah. I was looking at Yaba's community page, Hey Girl Hey, and she does these little contests.
Hey, my guy.
That's
She said, "Hey, girl, hey."
fantastic. But then I saw the whole My Guy thing, and then I saw.
Well, she was tweeting to you,
Well, yeah, but that was like, yeah, you're right.
but it was my guy.
So there was like, yeah, but she says it in other
Yeah.
things too. So there was this, right, and then there was
Is that a screenshot? What is that? Oh, that's their own stream down at the bottom.
other
Okay,
Yeah.
things too.
fine.
So there was this, right, and then there was so
Yeah.
there's
Alex Glitter says the dildo and her fake attorney husband. Yeah. So way back in the day, we're talking, that's how long dildo's been around. OGDC days, guys, for real. She used to lie and say that her husband was an attorney and that they were very wealthy, and come to find out her husband works for the Salvation Army. We've been known that for a long time. I'm not saying like I'm not cracking on that. I'm just saying like it's my understanding he's pretty high up in the Salvation Army, but he's not an attorney. Why would somebody lie about that? I don't know.
There's a
There it
few-
is. It's right there. The little.
the Cincy thing. Okay, so then there's this one right here. Sorry guys, I know our picture's on there, but then there's this, which is I guess supposed to be foodie beauty with the hijab and like the Canadian flag.
It's the Sad Canadian. It's titled. If you go to Yaba's merch store, it has a name. Matter of fact, hold on. What, can I not find it now? Hold on. There it is. It's called the Sad Canadian. It's right here. And you're holding up your little iPad with the merch store on it. Sad Canadian LED light. It's okay. You're trying. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great. Oh my God, great YouTube handle. That irritates the shit out of me every time I see it. Their description still says we're newlyweds. They've been married for like 5 years, 4 years, something like that.
Or something. And what it looks like is like
you do
this.
look good with the hat on. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you.
Did she go get her little LED nightlight thingy off of her bedside table? So is this a whole presentation that she planned for? Is she serious? Baby, are you watching this? This is fucking great. I love it. Wow.
Paula gave me this. So
Oh,
here's
Paula
an
gave you that. She would. Paula would.
example of something that these things go on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the wrong one. Hold on.
Ooh, that kind of gave it sort of a bar scene when the backlight.
When
went
it
off.
looked
It's
like
kinda
I'm gonna
sitting
show
there.
you what Oh, I don't think it'll
Like if there was
Show
a
us.
smoky
Show us
room
what it's supposed to look like, Mandy. Please show us.
and someone was singing like up in the corner,
like Neon Moon.
or yeah,
Wesley probably knows. Okay, so
Neon
Paula sent
Church.
me this. I can't plug
Yes, Waffle House Paula. Yes.
it in because it's the wrong attachment, but it's like says,
Idiot.
you know, Best Friends has a release in Lights Up or whatever. So you put that up. So I was thinking,
What was her point? What was her point? I can't wait to find out what her point is.
let's say that you put this out on your coffee table, right?
Uh-huh.
And someone comes in and says, is sitting and it's a conversation piece and says, what is that? What is the background behind that? Do you say, oh, I run a support group on YouTube where we make fun of other fat people? As you can see, and I'm speaking as this person, I'm big too. But what we do is I stream and I get people together and we watch this one girl's streams. Doesn't matter whether you like foodie or you not, that's irrelevant.
It's relevant.
And watch and just talk about her constantly, talk about her weight and how much she eats.
Yes.
And
Yes, that is exactly what we say. Every time anybody enters our home, that's exactly what we say. How did you know?
that's what this is. I bought this
Yes.
merch for that.
Yes.
It's a short.
Wait. What do you mean? Yaba wouldn't have bought her own merch. She started this little diatribe out as if she were Yaba because she said, do you tell people I run a support group? That's what made me think she was speaking as if she were Yaba. I think she got lost. She can't even keep up with herself. I think it's great. Yes, we clap our hands too. Yes, we do. Absolutely.
Here's the thing. It's like with
Here
the
Sean comes in to tell everybody what his wife meant to say. What she was trying to say is,
merchandise that Sam and Yaba have,
uh-huh.
it's drama stuff.
Presley.
It's all about drama. It's not about anything else. It's like
It's not all about. And what do you mean about drama? What do you mean? It's called branding, Sean. It's called branding. It's merch that's marketed to. Oh, well, let's just talk about Yaba's specifically, since that's the one you're showing. It's merch that's marketed to her audience for her brand. And her brand is the support group. And I know that you both have an understanding of the support group because your wife just gave us a, albeit disjointed, summarization of her understanding of what the support group is. But yes, that's why the merch is all marketed towards a certain. Okay, anyway, continue, Sean. Tell us how we're doing it wrong, Sean, please.
I'm not working for the post office anymore, so I can tell you some of the things that I did. There was this one company, and you can look it up. You can look it up on Facebook. You can look it up. It's called Shabby Tree, SHABBYTREE, and she started as a little brick and mortar shop in historic Dahlonega, and she's got to the point where she has to have about a third of a business park that she's turned into a warehouse. And I used to go every day, or somebody from the post office with the 2-ton, the big brown UPS.
What the fuck does this have to do with us? What is he getting at? Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Catherine, nice to see you. Glad you could make it. Hey, P-Day, nice to see you as well.
Trucks, and pick up all of their merch and all of their stuff that they were selling every day. And the reason I bring that up is,
well, thank God he's going to tell us why the fuck he brings this up. Hey, Camby.
When you are selling merch, you can have the short-sighted drama stuff. And we'll show another piece that I wanted to elaborate on that we know.
Short-sighted drama stuff. You mean Yaba marketing to her 30-something thousand subscribers, marketing directly to the 2,000 plus people that show up for her live stream support groups every day? You're right. Very, very short-sighted. You're right.
Noticed in her shop.
It used to be exclusively on Sam's merch, and now it's apparently in her merch too. Anyway, you go ahead.
What do you mean? Nothing was ever exclusively on my merch and is now on Yaba's merch. Never. That's never happened. There's never been anything that was on my merch store that's now on Yaba's or vice versa. What are you talking about, Mandy? I would love to know what it is she thinks used to be on my merch store and is now on Yaba's. Please tell us. And they will. They will. Trust me, they will.
But the
Pull it
thing
up.
is, so, and I was at the post office 3 years. And so 3 years ago, I meet the guy who's the husband of, he had to quit his job and everything to work for her. And then they ended up with a crew of, there's probably like 10 people that come to work every day, 5 days a week, and they start cranking out orders. And, it's just one of those places where they order all the t-shirts and all the supplies and Mandy kind of explained it to me. They take a normal shirt or a normal wreath or a normal picture frame, and they add the shabby.
Yeah.
Is a type,
They-
I didn't know.
They get wholesale clothes like you get in these boutiques, these little, but what
Mhm.
they do is they go through them and select ones that are specifically shabby chic and then
Mhm.
sell them in their store. Anyway, and they
So
call
it's
it
called Shabby Tree.
Yeah.
And it got to the point, we're filling that 2-ton every day.
Has he gotten to the point about why he's bringing up this random person's business that has absolutely nothing to do with anything? Has he gotten to the reason why he's brought that up yet?
There'll be like 500 or 600 things every day that they're selling. And the reason that I'm saying that, because when you open up your merch shop, you got to have a vision for what you want it to
Right.
look like. You got to have a vision. You got to have a kind of and to talk to the proprietor that started it. And I'm telling you, if you guys you don't have to wait till the stream's over, or you can just get another piece and just type in Shabby Tree into your Google browser and it'll come up.
Especially if you like that style.
If you
decor
like
and
shabby
clothes.
chic stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yes, if you like shabby chic stuff, then you are the market that Shabby Tree is marketing to. That's right. That's how that works, Sean and Mandy. Yeah, is that directed at everyone who sells merch or just Yaba? Just me and Yaba.
I used to, we would have to dedicate a 2-ton, I guess that 1.5 ton or whatever, those big brown, the big brown UPS, but the big white.
What the fuck is he? I just can't. Busted Can of Biscuits, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Forever a basic Betty. These two are acting like they're good at anything. Oh, that's right. And I pinned Yaba's comment because I did not want to lose it. What has Sean done in 3 years other than lose his job?
Postal truck. And I was like, me and there's only like one other guy that felt comfortable driving it. So I would go over there and they were really cool. Every year, Christmas, they'd give me a $50 gift card, blah, blah, blah.
Wait.
But that is an example of, in 3 years, she's got, I think, over 1 million followers on Facebook. And then I suggested to him move to YouTube, because normally people get started on like Instagram or
Is he fucking serious? Is he telling me that this merch operation, this Shabby Tree, is so uber fucking successful? Like, he just spent the last several minutes describing for us just how successful these people are. And you're telling me that he drove his little mail truck over there one day and he said, you're doing this wrong. And what you should do is start marketing on YouTube. Really? Look at the face he's making when he's saying such a ridiculous fucking thing. And somewhere deep down inside, Mandy knows that he sounds like a total jackass. You can tell by the look on her face. She's not mortified. She's not humiliated, but she just knows that I married a total fucking jackass. Lasheth Jean, thank you so much for being a member for 20 months. Shamrock Glitter Bomb. Who the fuck cares about a Facebook? This is great. I've not heard this part before. I love the fact that Sean drove his little mail truck over there to this uber super successful business and told them you really should start catering to YouTube. Get the fuck out of here. Wicked Crafter says Shabby Tree isn't going to sponsor your shabby asses. Yeah, but says, so wait, Sean got to personally see what these people did, like a behind the scenes, and he wasn't a little bit inspired, just accepted the gift card and telling everyone else what they're doing wrong. Yes, that's precisely what happened. Christy, thank you for being a member for 11 months. You Shamrock Glitter Bomb, you can smell the chicken shit through the screen. Sean, your wife is unemployed. Why is she not making money running a Shopify? Yeah, that's a really good question. She's real super crafty and artsy, isn't she? Why don't you have your wife open up a Shopify store and you can tell her how to do it, and then you can show us all how it's done. How about that? Hippie Peace, thank you for being a member for 15 months, forever a basic Betty. One thing he's done in the last 3 years is get fat. Yeah, he definitely grew a rack, didn't he?
YouTube, and then, have a Facebook. She did it on Facebook, which is the harder avenue to
Hold
start.
on. I just want to hear this. It looks like he knows anything. Like he fucking knows anything.
Move to YouTube.
Hold on.
She's got, I think, over 1 million followers on Facebook. And
He has over 1 million followers on Facebook, and he's telling her you really should move this over to YouTube if you want to see some real success.
And I suggested to him, move to YouTube, because normally people get started on like Instagram or YouTube and then, have a Facebook. She did it on Facebook, which is the harder avenue to start on. But anyway.
And I bought one of her clothes when I was at, she has a storefront in a couple of different places, mainly online, but she has a storefront. And I got this kind of like Taylor Swift kind of over thing to wear with like denim shorts or whatever. I gladly paid $40 for it. But what these places do is they buy wholesale groups, like big things, and then they mark it up and they make the money. And hey, that's the American way. Like sometimes if you go into those stores and you try to look up.
Are you telling me that Shabby Tree is just reselling shit? They're following the Ronald P. Corbin business model. They're buying wholesale Taylor Swift shirts and then marking them up and selling them out of an office space somewhere in Dahlonega, Georgia. Let me write this down. Babe, I think we are doing it wrong. Thank God. Mandy and Sean are here to tell us how to do it. He's so fucking wrong. It's scary. No, he's so right. You're so right, Sean. You too, Mandy. You guys got the ticket. Buying shabby Taylor Swift shirts. Shabby Attic. Shattuck. Kalari, thank you for being a member for 6 months. They're way too confident to be this level of ignorant. Crazy Blonde Bitch, thank you for being a member for 21 months. His face is so bloated and his wife appears loaded. P-Day today, a member for 29 months. Forever Basic Betty for you too. Why do I feel like I'm losing brain cells? Because you are. Cats Rule. So nice to see you, Cats Rule. Glad you can make it. Sean and Ron both graduated from the Business School of Hot Air and BS. You got that right, Margie.
You'll see the brand and you try to look it up and it'll tell you that only vendors can look it up. That's why.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna let you comment on it. But what this started, so when I was picking out this merch, something that comes up all the time. So because of a conversation that I had with Katie a long time ago, they decided that to coin this crazy term, stink box.
No, it was not because of a conversation she had with Katie. I love how she's trying to rewrite this. It was because she was literally on a live stream, on camera, on a live stream, and she scratched her crotch and then sniffed her fingers. It's right here. It's on Tally's Twitter. She has it pinned, so you don't even have to go looking for it. I'll go ahead and link it for you all in the chat. All right. I love how she likes to rewrite history. This has nothing to do with a conversation with anybody. It was on camera. We saw it. I want to share this tab instead. Hold on. Make sure that's the one we're seeing. It is. Let me see what happens when I full screen it. Make sure y'all can see it real good. You can. All right, babe, I'll take your comment down. It was a banger, though, to be sure. Katsuro says, you stick your fingers in your stink box. She did. Here it is. Before we go any further and listen to this gaslighting.
Hold up.
Do you see what she's doing? She's digging in.
You got what?
And then she smells.
Tawanda?
What's her just to is her channel
Is it
name?
a fake one?
I got one
Wanda?
on my shirt. Oh, okay. Let me see. They're only
That's right, P-Day. She leaned all the way back.
liking her. Yeah.
But there's a fake one.
Here, we don't even need the audio. Just watch it. Look at that. Leans all the way back, digs in, goes in for a sniff. She does it twice. And then look, she puts her finger up to her nose again, like I wasn't smelling my finger. All right, so there's that. Back to you, Mandy. Tell us more about why we call you Stink Box. Now it has nothing to do with the fact that you literally scratched your puss on live stream and sniffed your finger not once but twice. Tell us all about it.
Didn't give a shit about it then. Don't give a shit about it now. But it used to be Sam's thing, right? She named shit that. Well, now Yaba has done it. So there's this $10 wax melt.
Can you see the?
Oh,
Actually, this Yaba did produce it, and she actually made it. She produced it. She made the label. She did everything, but it was my idea. I asked her to make a peach scented wax melt that we could call a Stink Box. So it was a team effort. We are a package deal. We work together. I just want my credit where credit's due.
the light went off.
Yeah.
Like this. So what the H? Hold on. Okay. It is really trying not to show it.
Yeah, but we are plugging your merch right now.
So
girl.
for $10, it's got a peach on it and it's a stink
Mhm.
box, and you can buy this and put it in your wax melt thing or whatever. And hey, more power to you.
It is actually the most delicious, mouth-watering Georgia peach fragrance, and it's super strong. It's not like overwhelming strong, but like you could use it in a bigger room and still smell it. It's fucking great.
Karen put in the Shabby Tree Boutique.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
See, she's so
See, I didn't know that Barb Lewis is the proprietor and she started it. I mean, she's our age, but you don't see much of her. I was working with all of her people. But anyway, thanks for dropping that in there, Karen. But so now you get to something like this.
Mhm.
and
so,
there's a bunch, all
Yeah.
different. That one specifically though is
so when I was
Yeah, there's a bunch. You're right. Poltergeisha, thank you for being a member for 4 months. They look like a grown lady decided to include her angry mood lighting granddad on her YouTube channel.
thinking, you guys that have been around for a while, you may hear Sam, very
oh, so it smells like Georgia peach is what the
See,
fragrance is.
it's
So-
Georgia Peach.
Is she just now putting 2 and 2 together? Wow. We got to see real time the revelation. The light bulb came on. She smelled it 2 times. She did.
Peach, what they call it, stink box. So can you imagine? So me as a dude, Yaba is Yaba and I have the same sexual orientation. Let's say that she likes girls, I like girls.
Oh my God. You heard it here, guys. You heard it here because you most certainly didn't hear it over there on Mandy and Sean's channel. 467 views over the last 5 days. You heard it here first. Out of Sean's own mouth, Sean and Yaba have the same sexual orientation. Sean is also a lesbian. Well, we've been saying this forever, telling Sean to just own it. Just come out. Just say it. I mean, oh my God, do you guys hear Paul? Paul's outside my door crying. We've been telling him. And now here it is. He finally says it. He finally admits it. He is also a lesbian woman. It's great. Look at the way he looks at Mandy when he says it, and look at the look on her face. Matter of fact, hold on. This one I might just print and hang on my wall. The moment that Sean finally admitted publicly that he is in fact a lesbian, and the look that Mandy gave him when he said it. Look at the look of absolute horror and terror on his face when he realized what he just admitted. It's great. I'm going to tap it back. Very good. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. You've been immortalized, Mandy. Just be proud of it. Of all the things you've done in your life, this is what you'll be immortalized for. I fucking love it. Oh, also, by the way, it was Tally 420 who coined and called her Stink Box. That was Tally. It was all Tally. She's fucking great. Happy Pride Month, Sean.
Yeah, dude.
And he even thinks about it. He thinks about it before he says it, and he still says it.
Yaba is Yaba and I have the same sexual orientation. Let's say that she likes girls, I like girls, right?
Okay.
So she has this piece of wax that she coined stink box, which is Sam's term for female anatomy, right?
Mine's
No, that's not my term for the female anatomy. That's not just mine. I just told you Tally's the one who came up with it, but that's our term for your third wife. We've been calling her Stink Box since like 2019.
Specifically,
For
Mandy.
whatever reason, that she likes
Do
to
you
say that.
see how
For whatever reason, here, I'll help you. We'll go back to this. This is why. This is why we call you Stinkbox, Mandy. Are you watching? Of course you are. This is why we call you Stinkbox. I wish Charlie was here, but I think she's working. That right there. That's why we call you Stinkbox. There you go. All right. Just wanted to clear that up. Oh, wait. Here we go. Yeah. Also, let me put that on the board here. Yeah, but thank you for pointing that out. The not funny thing about it is not only is Sean a racist, he's also homophobic. For those of you who don't know, one of Sean's daughters came out as gay when she was 16 years old. And Sean's mother is a licensed clinical therapist who practices conversion therapy. And Sean here and the child's mother sent the 16-year-old to live with his parents so that his mother could conversion therapy the gay out of his daughter. So there's that.
as a guy on how many levels how that is. It's not embarrassing. I mean, it doesn't bother Mandy because, I mean,
it bothers. Hey, Kiva, it bothers Mandy. It bothers Mandy a great deal because she talks about it more than we do. She brings that shit up constantly.
unless we bring it up,
Right.
nobody knows.
It doesn't bother me because it's absolutely ridiculous. It's
Mhm.
it's the most immature, dumbass thing I've ever
But
heard.
as a business owner, what is your explanation for calling it a peach flavored thing?
Again, is it
What the fuck part of Yaba's merch store is a part of her brand for her YouTube channel? Do the two of you dumb fucks not get? These people act like we opened a store online called The Shabby Tree and we're selling stink box wax melts and sad Canadian LED lights. The merch store, are you watching, Mandy and Sean? The merch store is called YT Underground. It's ytunderground.com. YT Underground stands for YouTube Underground, which is the name of Yaba's YouTube channel. And that is precisely the customer and consumer base that she's marketing to. Like, how are you not getting that? Where is the disconnect? Very good. Thank you for this super chat. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Are they really acting like they don't know? Dude, like, are you trying to make a point? Shawneth Jean? It's just, I don't understand what you don't understand. As a business owner, how exactly are you going to explain making a peach scented wax melt and calling it stink box? Unfucking real. The merch store is called YT Underground because Yaba's channel is the YouTube Underground, and the merch store and everything in it is marketed to her audience on YouTube. It's really not that hard to follow along.
because you're gonna say, well, my wife hates this girl that used to be her friend.
Right.
And so we call it that because of it's an old joke.
Mhm.
And second of all, the other thing is, I noticed this too.
Hold on. Just hold on. Let me go see. Let me see. I mean, it's skinny from the back. Everybody knows what skinny from the back means. Why does everybody who find themselves shopping on Yaba's merch store understand what skinny from the back is? Because they're our audience. They are, they follow our brand. Cake farts. We do not have to explain cake farts. We don't have to explain Kia wax melts. Everybody knows that smells like Chantel's Kia. I mean, what are you not understanding? Twisty Misty. Why do you think that's called Twisty Misty? Right before Christmas, bitch? Do you think we need to explain that? No, we don't. What is the description? I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Stink box scented wax melts, limited quantity available, free shipping in the United States. Georgia peach fragrance oil, fresh orange sweetens this recreation of juicy ripe peach, and it's delicious. Blah blah blah. This wax melt, first of all, it says Tunderground, sir. That right there tells you that the market for this is the Tunderground. Stink box. It needs no explanation. None whatsoever. I just don't understand what's so hard for them to grasp. It can't possibly be that hard that they're not understanding. Lasheth Jean, thank you so much for the super chat. The thing is, we don't need an explanation. We support Yaba and her merch regardless of the names on the stuff. We get it. Exactly, Lasheth Jean. The audience, the consumer base, the customer base that we're marketing to, they get it. They understand. That's why that's why they find themselves on the Merc store. I love it.
You can pay in 4
Yakety yak.
free installments for orders over $50. So if you want to buy some of these stupid ass things that she has,
Mhm.
these dumbass,
Why would you say such mean things about these wax melts? Why are they stupid and dumb to you? Because you got caught on a live stream on camera scratching your puss and sniffing your fingers not once but twice, and we've never, ever, ever let you live it down. There's something to be said for having a sense of humor and being able to laugh at oneself, Mandith.
sense that you can get at the Dollar Tree, and you want to spend
I don't know why you're saying that, and you probably shouldn't say that. I want to watch your mouth, slandering and defaming our business. And that way,
$50. You can pay in 4 easy installments, which is probably what they do because they're broke as a joke.
But she spends, was it like the $8,000 a printer to put this stuff on, right?
I don't know.
so which is it? Are we broke as a joke, or do we buy an $8,000 printer to make stickers? Which one is it? And that's I think it's Shopify, I think, is who hosts the merch store. That's something they offer. That's not even like an option that we turn on or off. It's just there.
No, they make it or they stick a label on it. I don't know what the hell they do.
Yes, you do. You know exactly what the hell she does. You know that she makes those herself. She buys the wax. She buys the fragrance oil. She mixes it up. She produces those wax melts from beginning to end. You know that.
I know that let's think there's another one. I just was like, so you tell people that little light up thing, you're like, okay, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Because I guarantee you the people
Look at her. She bombed the wax melt point so hard, and so did Sean, that she's got to circle back around to the LED, which, by the way, you bombed that as well. Look at the looks on their faces. Look at these two jabronis.
in their real life don't know that bullshit that they do. Because half these people that sit in their support group or her life.
That's not true. There's people in our real life who know exactly what it is we do on the internet. In fact, the people closest to us know exactly what it is we do. And they know the story. They know all about the Chantel and the Foodie Beauty and how much enjoyment and excitement we get out of it. Absolutely.
Whatever, saying the most horrible things you've ever heard. They're showing their face at church on Sunday.
Yeah, they are.
I guarantee you.
The
showing their face.
The point that I'm going at with,
You know who else is showing their face every Sunday at church? The dildo's husband. He is quite the religious, Christ-loving, worshiping man of God. And there's his wife on the internet and her behavior on the internet, which I think her husband would probably find shocking.
with it is this is why you're not selling anything.
Who the fuck are you to tell us what we are and are not selling? Who told you that Yaba's merch is not selling? Who told you? Where are you getting this information? Because I know Yaba has shown pictures of outgoing merch orders on Twitter on multiple occasions. I can't go pull it up right now because she got her Twitter yeeted. But I know many times she has snapped pictures of stacks and stacks of merch orders going out the door. Who's telling you that this shit ain't selling? In fact, the wax melts specifically sell out frequently.
This is why, besides the 10 or 12 people that are going to buy.
Lisa Simpson, excellent point. I cannot believe I let that slide. You're right. Who is she shaming people for putting stuff on payments? Isn't that how they bought their chicken coop? Who the fuck buys a chicken coop on layaway, makes payments on it, and has it installed on the property of their rental home? They're renting their modular home in the hills of Georgia. And they had to get their chicken coop on payments. The nerve of you. And how do we know that? Because they told us.
Everything that you have, because, you know, I'm telling you, the shabby
Sean has a smart face on.
tree has got 10
Hey,
or
see, going back to the damn shabby tree again. Why don't you go work for the shabby tree since you're so impressed with the shabby tree?
you know, I'm telling you, the shabby tree has got 10 or 12 people that every single thing that they put out there, these people buy 2 and 3 of, and, you know, because,
Yeah.
but in addition to that, because of the product and the way that it's advertised and I didn't know what
Hilarious. Sam said the chat summary just took me out. Chat took a negative turn. I don't even see that. Where do you see the chat summary? I've got to know.
Mandy looked at it and said, that's shabby chic. I didn't
It's
know.
shabby chic. It's the style.
She knew it.
Mhm.
But because of the
Hold on, I gotta play that part again. She's like, yeah, that's the style. That's the style. Yeah.
the product and the way that it's
Hold on. Oh my. Mrs. Camp says, I have a Yabba hoodie, tumbler, 2 LED lamps on the way, 2 sham t-shirts, and a tumbler. Somebody is buying it. Somebody's most definitely buying the merch, and we thank you all for your support.
advertised and I didn't know what and Mandy looked at it and said, that's shabby chic. I didn't
It's
know.
shabby chic. It's the style.
She knew it.
Mhm.
But because of the style, and they put things like shabby tree on it, they put their
Mhm.
brand on it, and the brand name.
You dumb fuck. What do you think Tunderground is? That's our brand name, or Yabba's brand name. What are you talking about, you freak? It's on the wax melt that your wife just held up to the camera. It says Tunderground Stink Box. See, they put their brand name on it. See, that's where you've gone wrong. They put their brand name on it. That's why there's success and you're not.
The stuff, you know, you go to someone's house, you see some kind of wreath or you see some kind of picture frame that says shabby tree, and they say, where is that? I want to know where that is. And then they go and buy it. Now, on the other hand, you look at the name of the stuff that they have. How do they market that other than the, 30 people that are going to maybe buy it?
The only thing I can assume is that they know that people are going to buy it for the scent and not what it says.
Right.
So I'm going to be real. The fact
No,
that
people are buying it for both. They're buying it because it's a wax melt called Stink Box. And also it's a delicious Georgia peach scent, a fresh fruity scent for summer. You're buying it for both. You're so stupid. Lash with Jean, you do. Lash with Jean says, I have a ton of tumblers, wax melts, a t-shirt, notebooks, and a light that will be here tomorrow. Me, I'm buying this shit. Yes, you are. And we appreciate you supporting our merch stores. Lord have mercy. Nobody's buying that shit. I can't tell.
the actual smell is Georgia peach, to me, means they've put a lot of thought into
They
it.
put
They put a lot of thought
yeah.
into it, which is kind of flattering.
I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of thought. It just came to me like most things just come to me. I was like, holy shit, we should do a wax melt called Stink Box and it should be Georgia peach scent. And it seemed pretty natural to me.
To be totally fair, because I'm like, surely it doesn't have some foul smell. Like they want to, who would buy
Right, because
it?
you wouldn't buy it.
None of them have a foul smell. Not even the Chantal related ones have a foul smell. They're all delicious. Boy, neither one of these numbnuts get it, do they? Not a creative, clever, quirky sell between the two of them. Here's a story. Rachel's nurse has seen our merch and asked about it. Now they are viewers. See how that works, Shaunold? I'm gonna put that one on the board. I want to make sure he sees it. Hold on. That's true. Rachel Langley got her nurses to start watching because she opened a box of our merch in front of them and they were like, what's that all about? There we go. On the board. Thank you. Hey, Misguided. I saw that gross or misguided. I seen that. That's gross. Alex Glitter says, how long have they been talking about this? There's no point in sight, no rhyme or reason why they're talking about this besides the fact that it makes them look extremely jealous and salty.
If it really smelled
Right.
what they were advertising, that
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put this on the board real quick. Shut up, Sean. Jesus. I don't know how do you see the chat AI though? All right. 2 people sent me the screenshot of the chat AI. It says chat summary says people are arguing in the live chat of a YouTuber selling wax melts, with many defending the products and others criticizing them. The discussion has taken a negative turn, with personal insults and accusations being thrown around. I don't think I appreciate the auto-generated experiment chat summary. I feel like that is not accurately representing the vibe in my chat at all. But whatever. Fine. Fine. All right, hold on. Let's go back to Mandy and Sean. Psychobabble. It's Psychobabble, all right. They literally named it Psychobabble on a Thursday, ATX Tomahawk. You can tell they've been hanging out with the attic. Mm-hmm.
that's the other thing.
Right? We're not angry. Nobody's angry in the chat. Nobody. Sean, what do you think their business model is, right, Tanya?
I'm saying, why would you sell something that smells foul?
Now we know
it's not.
because it's Georgia Peach.
But this is what
Didn't know. They literally did not know. It literally, let me show you. It has a peach. The label is a peach. It's also peach colored. And they did not realize until we saw it live when she was holding up her little iPad and she goes, "Oh, it's Georgia peach fragrance." Well, now we know it smells like Georgia peach. What did you think it smelled like? Lord have mercy. That is clever, though. For those of you who don't know, Sean and Mandy live in Georgia. That's why we went with Georgia peach for the stink box wax melt. Jesus, Lord have mercy. This is great. What a couple of idiots. I'm going to tap it back. Look at the look on his face.
buy it if it really smelled what they were advertising. That's the other thing. I'm saying, why would you sell something that smells foul?
Now we know
it's not.
because it's Georgia Peach.
But this is what I offer. Why don't, on that same piece, that same little friend, spend the time to market yourself? Instead of putting things with, say, Clara's face on it, or Foodie Beauty's face, or something that's referring to some other person in a detrimental way, why don't you just say the YouTube Underground?
You mean like this? Kind of something like that a little bit, Sean? Maybe. Or maybe something like this. Like that. The keychain, the tote bag. Where would we be without Mandy and Sean's expert advice?
And market yourself.
Oh, now I see how you.
You know what I'm
connected it
saying?
all.
Instead
that
of
makes
instead
sense.
of selling
Oh, now I see how you connected it all. No, you don't. You don't. You're just saying that because you're gaslighting. I love that. That was great.
away, why don't you just say the YouTube Underground? And
That was her signal for him to shut up. She's like, okay, yeah, I see how you brought that together, how you wrapped that up nicely. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, shut up.
market yourself.
Oh, now I see how you.
You know what I'm
connected it
saying?
all.
Instead
that makes sense.
of selling your products that are taking a dig at different people in a disgusting and vile way, why don't you just
How is that disgusting and vile? We took a wax melt, named it Stink Box because your wife scratched her crotch and sniffed it online. That was disgusting and vile. And we made it a beautiful thing, a beautiful, fresh, summer, fruity scent, Georgia peach. What are you talking about?
just say the YouTube Underground peach
Right.
scent? The YouTube
Why don't you name it the YouTube Underground Peach Scent? Really? Really? Yes, because that's clever and catchy. That is genius marketing if I've ever seen and or heard it in my fucking life. And he's dead serious. And look at Mandy. She's like, I gave this motherfucker the signal to shut up. And he just kept going. Look at her. I'm screenshotting that one. That's getting printed off too. That's right. I'm going to print it on me and Yaba's $7,000 printer. I am. I'm gonna put that on a shirt and I'm gonna wear it myself.
Underground Tumblr and stuff instead of some stupid.
This is great. Hold on. Why not the YouTube Underground Tumblr? Oh, I don't know. What about a support group Tumblr? Or a Fattyverse podcast Tumblr? Or there's another support group Tumblr. There's another support group Tumblr. There is a TYU, the YouTube Underground Classic TYU Tumblr. There's another support group Tumblr. Here's one that says die or don't. You know, because that's one of Yaba's many catchphrases, die or don't. Like, what are you talking about? But please tell us more. Tell us more, Sean.
Maniacally nasty shit. And the reason I'm saying that is because that's Sam.
Yeah.
That's not Yaba. That's Sam.
I will take credit for the stink box wax mount. Yes, that was my idea. Yes, it was.
To sell stuff with her when she first started it, just like Katie used to sell her stuff. It was cute way back in the day. She tried to everything.
When did Katie sell stuff? Did I miss that? Oh, maybe she did have merch. I don't know.
That has come out of her since Sam has gotten into her head and into her life and into her bed, if she is indeed there, is disgusting and it's malign.
You're fucking disgusting. Why do you always have to talk about our bed, freak?
And it's full of hate.
And you're pigeonholing yourself to the quagmire, which is the nastiness that we do to each other.
Did this asshole really think? Does he really think that if Yaba owns and runs a Shopify store that is geared towards her brand on YouTube, that she could not possibly also in the future, if she so desired, open a whole nother store with whole different products and market it to a whole different audience? He really thinks that we've pigeonholed ourselves. I mean, okay, yes, you're right. That's absolutely what we've done. You got that right.
When people in drama communities go after each other,
right?
You're limiting your market.
Yeah.
Before Sam came into Yaba's life, she figured out how to divorce herself from this crap. And yes, she's making fun of Chantel, Foodie Beauty, and Amberlynn Reed, and but she marketed it at YouTube Underground, which is pretty. I mean, because when you're watching YouTube and you type in YouTube something, it makes it look bigger than it actually is.
Well, and I am also, y'all know how I acted, and I need to take responsibility for it. But when I was writing with Sam and I was going live with her, you know, the stuff that I co-signed on, stuff that I said, anybody who lets her into your life and into your, you know, when you deal with her day to day, there's always chaos. There's always drama. There's always toxicity. There's always some sort of agenda that she wants you to be a part of. Yep. And she wants to try to, so, and to be fair, my first.
That is all projection. That is 100% projection. That is her, not me. Bradley, does Mandy take responsibility? Never.
Offense to her was simply telling her I didn't want to be friends anymore.
That's not true. That's a fucking lie out of your own mouth. You've changed that story so many fucking times. I'm not going to rehash it. I don't care.
And,
way back, the first time we had a falling out.
And that can be a hurtful thing to anybody, to have somebody say, I just don't want to be your friend. If one of my friends came up to me and said,
where's Cat's Rule? Alex Glitter's here. I'm sure she remembers. P Day today remembers as well. No, What happened was Mandy literally got on a live stream. This is way back in the fucking day. She got on a live stream with Katie, and I think Yaba was on the panel at the time too. Probably Randy, if I recall correctly. But she got on panel with them, and they were grilling the shit out of her about being a total fucking snake. That's what they were grilling the shit out of her for. And she literally said on live in front of God and everybody, she said, listen, guys, I will totally ditch everybody if I can be a part of your group. My hand to God, strike me dead if I am lying. That is the truth. And the clip's probably out there somewhere. I swear, I probably have it somewhere. The clip is out there. She literally, and I mean, you know, you got to hand it to Katie and Yaba. They know how to play the fucking game. They snatched her ass right up. They were like, sure thing, deal, done. That's what the fuck happened. Ugh. Hey, goofy, dumb, goofy old bitch. Nice to see you. The ultimate pick me. Yes, Bradley D. The ultimate pick me. That is what happened. Hold on. Alex said, you know what? When Mandy sent me receipts, a lot I didn't even post because Sam actually seemed genuine and Mandy was being shady AF. Mandy, girl, please stop it. She's the one who has to have chaos. She's the one who surrounds herself and everybody in her life in absolute fucking chaos. If you don't believe me, ask her kids and her ex-husband. All right? Ask literally anybody in Mandy's life. Dude, you literally obsessed over some woman online, obsessed over her to the point to where you stole her husband. You've had her husband for 5 years now, and you continue to stalk that woman to this day. Get out of my face. Yes, she was social climbing, always. Alex says, I think I have the email where you called her out about it. You probably do. And if you do, you put it in my DMs and I'll slap that motherfucker on the screen to prove it. Jesus. Unreal. I just told you I didn't want to be friends anymore. No, you literally threw yourself at Katie and Yaba's feet and you're like, I will ditch all of my friends if I can be a part of your group. And those were the words she said. She said, if I can be a part of your group. Just Me says, I heard she's about to be a grandma. Who's about to be a grandma? Mandith? She thought stealing Trisha's husband was going to make her YouTube famous. It's sad for real. And they didn't just think that. They literally came out and said it. They said that they expected that to break the internet. She is a pick me, and even when she got picked by a loser, she is unhappy.
And Mandy will tell you, I have a lot of people that I talk to in town. I know a lot of people. I've never had anybody come up to me and say, you know, I just don't want to be your friend anymore. But if it did happen, it would sting a little bit. You know, it'd be like, you know, I'm a pretty confident guy. I don't give two.
Yeah, they went on MFW's channel to break the internet. That's another thing, guys. So when Mandy and Sean got together, we were supposedly friends, right? And, you know, I have a YouTube channel. So I'm friends with Mandy. I'm friends with Trisha. I was not friends with Sean. And when these two get together and they want to go on the internet and break the news to the internet and break it to the internet, they go on Katie's channel. It's fucking great. You got your bra on, bitch boy.
Two fucks, but I might give one and go, well, why? But then to turn around and to do other, you know, do nasty shit like a 5-year-old would, a tantrum, it's completely
and
on a different level.
I have thought before about buying some melts at the dollar store and printing some labels and put, like you said, Pink Life, it says it's nasty. If someone sold a whale juice one, she would have a melt on. Exactly. So when I was thinking,
no, I wouldn't. What makes you think I would have a meltdown if somebody sold a whale juice wax melt? In fact, I'll have you know that the whole whale juice thing has become more like a term of endearment. Yaba buys me anything she sees with a whale on it, she buys me. In fact, one of the very first, I think it was birthday gifts, the first year we were together, I bought Yaba this tiny little blue whale that was like carved out of, I guess, turquoise, like real turquoise. It's so fucking cute. She's got it up on her shelf. Oh my God, Alex Glitter comes through as I knew she would. What does whale juice mean? Don't fence me in. That's still unknown what whale juice means, but whale juice is what Yaba and Katie used to call me back in the day in the OGDC. They wouldn't say my name, they'd call me whale juice. All right, Alex, let me look at my DMs. Hold on. Oh my God, it's a long one. Jesus. July 26th, 2019. Okay, wait, this was not the original. This is not the original, but hold on. Let me just skim over it real quick. Okay, fine. I'll read it. Where did you get this? Did you get this? You got this from Mandy? Mandy sent this to you? This is great. They talk like we were so bad back then, but that shit was hilarious. It was hilarious. I called Yaba Corky, and she called me whale juice. That's true. Yaba says we ran shit until Katie had fucking weight loss surgery and ruined everything. Okay, so this is July of 2019. Okay, so this is after Mandy and Sean got together and broke the internet. Okay, so this is me to Mandy. It says, I'm the one being childish. I'm not the one who went live and drug your ass on Drama Live because you wished me the best. A friend wouldn't have done that. You are no friend to me, Mandy. You've been friends with Katie all along, and I just don't see how you can be friends with her and me after all the shit she slung at me. Katie's YouTube. That's what they said. Katie is YouTube. That's why we went to Katie. Katie is YouTube. Katie is YouTube? No, girl. Katie's your friend, and that's okay. It's also okay that I choose not to be friends with her friends. That's not childish. That's me choosing for myself not to be connected to people who are friends with her. That is okay for me to choose for myself. Tell me, why is it that the only thing Katie can say about me is that I doxed her liquor license 3 months ago, but nobody remembers that Beep's cat doxed it over a year ago and it's been out there? Did I go on Twitter and talk shit? No. Did I go live and talk shit? Nope. I messaged you privately and did the best I could to wish you well, and you further humiliated me with 600 plus of her friends and supporters watching. That is not a fucking friend. I still wish you the best, Mandy. Samantha. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, dear God. Oh, that's my old account. Okay, this is from 2017. Okay, this is the old shit. Hold on. God. This one I might need to read. Okay, this is November 16th, 2017. I said, Mandy, I'm running errands, so I can't respond in detail, but I want to say this. On Randy and B's stream, I tried to squash it with you. It was the same stream me and Yaba squashed our shit in. You refused. I wanted to squash it and move on with our friendship. Why wouldn't you ever just call me so we could talk about all of this? That's what I don't understand. Don't you still have my number? And then also it says, I'm not reading that. Anyway, I can't believe she sent you that. God, big to you, Mandy and Sean. I cannot believe she sent you that. It's just, it's not that I don't care to read it. There's just too much there, and it's too much backstory, and it would be too disjointed. Yeah, that's how I always was, Alex. Exactly. See how Sam tried to be cool? Mandy was the mean girl. Maybe Mandy did some nice things, but there was definitely strings attached. Always. Always, always, always.
Thinking, okay, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. All did it. And I went, I wouldn't fucking do that.
Mm-mm.
That's petty. That's nasty. That's being no better than that.
Mhm.
So, hey, Nelson. So it's just like he's saying, it makes total sense. Market what you have going
Right.
on. Stick with your support group, YouTube Underground. It's not my thing. I think it's
What the fuck we're doing? What is she talking about?
weird and people will want to know what it means. But, you know, just why the nastiness just doesn't have to
My
be,
thing is, and I've learned it, I'm
right?
kind of in
Yaba says Mandy tried to get me to stop being friends with Katie, gave me an ultimatum, and got her ass blocked. She sure did. I've seen all of the text messages.
my life, and you kind of got to sell yourself. And through working, and the Shabby Tree is not the only organization. There's other ones that have. I really, really liked helping people that had kind of a kickstart that was working, because
He's good about that.
once your Kickstarter is working, you have to develop a relationship, and usually you start with the post office because it's the most affordable. Some other people that have different time-sensitive items or higher value items will go to FedEx. They will go to you.
What in the effing hell is this dude talking about? He does not know the first fucking thing about running a business. Is he serious? Yaba says, yep, Alex, I was nice to her for a while after she gave me the goods on Sam. That's how I found out she fucked her cousin. Let me clarify. That's how she found out that Mandy fucked her cousin, not me.
Yes. But I was always really, someone would come in, or me or my coworkers that have been there longer, when they would sit down, like maybe an eBay store, and they would say, this is what I got. This is what I'm selling. What is the best, most cost-effective way? We'd tell them where to get the supplies. Don't buy them from the post office, because those are there for stuff that you forgot. You pay an arm and a leg for them when you get them.
Is he serious right now? Is he serious? This never happened. I'm going to have to call bullshit.
But, so this is what you do. Learn how to print your labels and even your postage at home, because the Pitney Bowes the company Pitney Bowes has a contract with the post office for postage, and you get like 20% off on your postage if you print it at home, and everything's all ready. You can drop it off.
Again, what is your point? I can't believe there's people unaware that Mandy is a cousin fucker. I'm shocked. I'm sure you guys have heard us throw it around here and there. Oh, yeah, and her cousin's a girl. Yeah. Do you still have those messages? I know I've got them somewhere, but I just wouldn't be able to dig them up right now.
And you don't even have to wait. And I always was really enjoyed. And
Alex, you didn't know she fucked her cousin? Yes. Okay, so she confided in Yaba, because here's the thing. If Yaba... Okay, listen, this is the truth of it. Mandy wanted to break the internet somehow, some way. She wanted to get all the attention on her. She wanted to be a YouTube superstar. And I think that her first mark in that endeavor was Yaba. Just based on the text messages that I've seen between the two of them from back in the day. I think that if Yaba had bitten, Mandy absolutely would have left Brian for Yaba. Anyway, yeah. She didn't tell you she was gay. She was asking you if you thought she could possibly be gay because she had sex with her female cousin and she liked it. She's like, does that make me gay? I swear to God. I know I've got those messages somewhere. I just don't know where. She did. She absolutely wanted Yaba. She had feelings for her and everything. She even said it. And then when that's why Mandy thought that she could put her foot down and give Yaba an ultimatum on Katie, because Mandy had cooked up in her mind that there was like something between them. And when Mandy told Yaba that she had to pick between her and Katie, and Yaba told her to kick rocks to get bent, Mandy responded something to the effect of how she's that wouldn't change her feelings for her. Can we talk about Mandy ATX asking Fat Katie for advice on pussy cleaning? That, yeah, and for those of you who weren't here for that. So when Mandy and Sean first got together, I guess Mandy had something going on downstairs, which would explain why Mandy was scratching and sniffing. Mandy came right out and told Katie. Well, of course, she didn't tell her. She was like, seeking advice from Katie because I guess, she figured if anybody knew what to do about their box stinking, it would more than likely be Katie, you know? But yeah, she told Katie that when her and Sean first started doing the dirty, that she started having a foul odor. Mhm. That she had a foul odor coming from the vaginal area that and here's the thing about it too. You know what? Fuck that shit. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find the screenshots because I can't explain this stuff. You guys really just kind of have to see it. So hold on. Oh, what account am I on? Is this the right one? No. Wait, is it? Hold on. It was in January 2020. And do you guys know? Let me tell you the story about how I got my hands on those screenshots. So Tally 420 and I jointly held a troll account where Tally got a wrench in Katie's chat. Let me just stop sharing real quick. Holy shit. Anyway, Katie got a wrench, or I'm sorry, Tally got a wrench in Katie's chat on the black tank top account. And we had Katie on the fucking mat, man. She was literally like, she couldn't do anything. She couldn't go live or nothing. So I traded. Hold on, is that them? Hold on. Who is that? No, damn it. I traded that wrench. I unhid the account so Katie could take the wrench away on that account in exchange for Katie handing me screenshots of every text message that they ever exchanged. Hold on. I gotta find it. Damn it. Where would it be? Is it in iCloud? Hold on. Damn it. I know I have them. Screenshots. I really don't think that's where they're at. Hold on. This sucks. So I really want to find them for you guys. FFG's housewife. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. Wash your peach. Your lips aren't a scratch and sniff. You're so funny. You know what? I might even have. Hold on. Damn it. I gotta pee. Albums. I have 16,000 screenshots in my phone. What is that? Hold on. Damn it. I'm not going to be able to find them on the fly. I should have had this prepared. My bad. So sorry. What is that? Holy crap. So she literally, like, she doesn't go, like, and tell Katie that this is what's going on. She literally goes to Katie, like, I need advice. I need help. For real. What is this? No, that's not it. Hold on. God, this is some funny shit. God, this goes way too far back. This is frightening. Bradley D, thank you for being a member for 10 months. I bet Stinkbox and Pawn Shop weren't expecting to get this much smoke today. Oh my God, there's what's her name? Dildo. God. Freak. Hold on, what's this dated? Okay, hold on, we're getting closer. I'm getting closer. Oh boy, is that it? No. Hold on. Wait, what's the date on that? Nope. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Holy crap. I know exactly when it was. Yeah, your apartment manager was drunk. We just talked. Didn't you just get the memory, the Facebook memory about that or something recently? God dang it, you guys. I'm gonna be so mad if I can't find them. They should be easy to find though. What's that? No, that's fucking Randy. God. What's that? Oh boy, here she comes. Babe, can you believe I can't find these messages? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's like your pride and joy.
I know. I'm getting closer. Hold
Your
on.
pride and joy. I don't think you're supposed to like it. I feel like I'm about to pass away.
Oh my God, are you okay? You need to get in the pool.
What, across the street?
No, back there.
I'm not getting that thing twice down there.
Oh my
That's
God,
my grandma
there
gonna
is.
get in it.
Oh my God, for
She went
real?
and cleaned it out. She went and got her brother to clean it out. And you know what happened?
What?
He came down there.
I found him.
No, 15-year-old boy comes down there to clean out her little kiddie pool.
Mhm.
She takes the fuck off.
What?
He goes, "Where's Raylan?" I said, "She said her back hurt with back." So none of them will clean out the pool. The fucking backyard has every single power wash tool that I bought just sitting along the porch. God, let's hope it doesn't rain.
You know what that's a job for.
That motherfucker, I texted him. You want to know why? Go ahead, farms, write it up. I'm a bad mom. Whatever. That motherfucker. I'm out there trying to wash the fucking truck.
Yeah.
There's dog shit everywhere. You can
Mm.
smell it. That's his job. That dog shit hasn't been picked up in months. And guess who hasn't responded?
Do you remember the other morning when I took a picture of that tall ass weed growing
Yeah.
in the flower
Is it
bed?
still there?
Yes, it's
I
still
believe
there.
it.
And I texted to him at like 7 o'clock. And boom!
You want to lose your door again, motherfucker? Boom!
Wait, I gotta tell him what else he did. We had dinner. Oh well,
You hear that?
motherfucker. We had dinner the other night, and he must have been at football or something. So I put, I put it in a container, put a lid on it. Yeah, and put it in the microwave. This is like 2 days ago. He came home that night, whatever he ate. Bitch, if I didn't get up this morning and that container is still in the microwave. So I'm like confused. I'm like, did Devin not eat? Like, what's going on? Oh, he ate all right. He ate his hamburger helper out of that container, put the fork in the container, put the lid on the container, and put it back in the fucking microwave. Okay, we go on for days about that one. He's a typical 14-year-old boy. God almighty.
110%.
Yeah, cat daddy's no better.
No, he's not. So, like, remember how it said being a cool area? So it like flaked off and colors like flakes all over my truck. It's fine.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You want spaghetti or what we're having?
Yeah, we were supposed to. What do you want? Okay.
Did you go to screenshot?
Yeah.
Did you hear them talking about me flooding my apartment? Like, why do we ever bring up old shit? Like, I can't even go to my own people because all they do is to just remind me of shit in my past. It's in my past. It's happened in my past.
Yeah.
And they just want to bullet. Yeah. Remember when you had us related to your apartment? Yes. Yes, and the fire department came.
Yep.
And shut the fucking apartment building, which meant not just us,
Yeah.
but all the other residents.
Yeah.
And
And-
turn their water off, and I'm
Yep.
standing there like, fuck.
It was the fire department. They had their lights on. And remember what Bacon did? He got on his little bike and he ran all around. He rode his little bike. Yeah, told everyone his mom drilled a hole in the wall. Yakety Yak says, parents holding their children accountable. As a teacher, I appreciate you.
That's right. Did you hear that? Bacon? I'm coming for you. He wasn't all the way upstairs. And I would have done that.
He didn't take the trash out last night in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
She-
And that's the thing. So like I'll wake up like 6 o'clock in the morning. And dude, and I've seen TikToks and we're not the only ones. That's what's so funny about it.
Mhm.
But anyways, I'll wake up like 6 o'clock. I'm like,
Mhm.
good, man. I just sleep. I'm like, I sleep good. How about you? I'm like, you haven't been to bed. I'm not stupid. You haven't been to bed, sir. Well, yeah, but then that's what he told me last night. Okay?
Oh, is that what he
Last
said?
night, when he came home from the pool, he said as soon as he got home from the pool that he went to sleep and slept till like 3:30 in the morning, and he got up with Louise. They were playing games all night.
Louis is the kid who, the first time he ever came over, looked at Yab and said, is there a man in the house?
Yeah. Like, I can't believe
Now we see Luis at the Sam's Club. And we're like, "What's up, little dude?"
Yeah.
Uh.
Yeah, I could. How'd you sleep?
Uh.
How'd you sleep? Good. He goes down there and boom, 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 shuffles downstairs and makes him a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and sits at the table and turns on his little YouTube gaming.
No, he
Like,
made.
he just got up.
Yeah,
And then I'll just be doing whatever. And all of a sudden, he's gone.
yeah.
You
We
know?
don't see him again till like 3:30 in the afternoon.
3-4 o'clock till
Yeah.
it's time to roll his ass out of bed to go to football.
Mhm.
You know? And then he's shuffling. What do you have practice on? I don't know, Devin. Why don't you tell me what time practice is? I don't know. You have to ask about this.
I got my phone taken away again.
Yeah. You have to
No, last night he told us the practice started at 6:30. And we
know he knew.
Yeah,
When
he
you
knew.
go out, because he was in the middle of the game.
Yep.
with Luis, and he
Yep.
didn't want to end it. And he wanted to keep going. He just dirty. But
mhm,
he knows if he's late, just like he told us the other day, the coach makes him run.
runs
those,
sprints
mhm.
or whatever.
So he comes down there at like 20 till 6, and we live about like 13 minutes from school.
Mhm.
20 till 6. I had around practice today.
No, hold on. You're leaving parts out. Okay, pause. Stop.
What?
You made dinner.
Yeah.
We had to take him to practice to football and then go all the fuck the way to get Ray from Gina's, which is a hall. Okay. And it's hot as balls out.
Yeah.
So she made dinner. We were going to wait to eat dinner till after we dropped Devin off. Right. And then go get Ray and then come back and eat dinner. Well, he's like, why are we leaving so early? Doesn't start at 6:30.
Starts at 6:30 now.
And we both look at each other. We're like, no, we know it starts at 6. And yeah, I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, 6:30. She's like, all right, fine. He runs back up the stairs. She's like, well, let's go ahead and eat. I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and eat. We got time, right?
Yeah.
So me and Yaba sit down to eat dinner because we think we now have 45 minutes before we have to leave. Exactly 17 minutes later, that motherfucker comes running down while we're in the middle of dinner. Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready? What do you mean? Are you ready? We got 45 more minutes. No, it starts at 6. You motherfucker. We knew it started at 6.
Yeah.
Next time he'll be late and he'll run his sprint.
Do his little sprint check.
Mhm.
And then I had to pick him up, and he's like, I need to take it out.
Yes.
So
Soaked in
wet.
sweat. I know.
And then when he gets out there and starts doing marching band, it's going to be the same thing.
Mm-mm.
Nasty.
Nasty. They have to
Rest
sit in the
life
back
down
on a
like
towel.
Paul does When Chantel gets in the,
Yes.
you want to know what the emergency was when she's over at Clickbait? Her power went out.
Is it still out? Where are they?
Yeah. She knew
Mm-mm-mm.
it. She knew what she was doing.
I bet it didn't. I bet she's seen what Lauren Dahl posted on the Twitter.
She's on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Snooping.
I'm looking at your
Fat
Twitter.
Snoopy.
Yeah.
Snoop.
Fat snooping Snooperton. Goofy dumb goofy hoe bitch. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says my 13-year-old left fake poop on the back of his toilet.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was real because he still hasn't mastered getting all the pee where it belongs. Goofy dumb goofy hoe bitch. Do not get me started. Thank you for the super chat. God almighty. All right. Well,
Oh, I'll go. I was just down here chilling. Anyway.
well, now I gotta pee. Why don't you talk to people for a minute so I can go pee? And then I'm gonna come back and read the text between Mandy and
Oh,
Katie.
Mandy, see, you should have did that, Mandy. You want to come online? You want to talk about how my freaking, what is it? The wax melts are
Oh, you're
horrible.
doing it all wrong.
I'm doing it all wrong. The nerve of this
Yeah,
woman.
and
Can you
that's why
believe
I'm
this?
buying your merch.
Yeah. Do they even have merch? Can we go look at their merch? What are they hustling over there? I think so. WNC Tar Heel. I think that was the emergency that she was having. Was her electric went out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the audacity. Look, Sam didn't even love your super chat. Goofy dumb goofy hoe bitch. What's wrong with her? Is she not aware? You know she's kind of older, so she might not be aware that she can heart these. Let me scroll up. I don't know. Anyways, chicken poop. Can you believe the nerve of these motherfuckers? Bought themselves a bird cage on payments. Gonna call me broke. Who are they talking to? Can you believe that?
What?
Call me broke when they done bought a bird cage on payments. What kind of money are you making with the bird cage?
None.
What kind of an investment was that? On your rental property with your fucking, what is it? Her tin can. Chantel's gonna die in that heat with that AC. That's true. Remember when Bacon unplugged the freezer?
He just did it.
Yeah, he did. What was it that? Oh,
You sent him out there to blow up the pool for the girls.
yeah. Oh
air
my gosh!
compressor.
Don't get me started on that one, dude.
selling eggs. They're not even, you know what? I would have
Oh,
respected.
they give them away.
Yeah, I would respect them if they were trying to sell eggs or whatever they do with chickens. I don't know. Probably some sick shit. Not my business. Okay. What's that girl say on that one video? Not my something, not my business.
Not
Anywho,
my monkey, not my circus. Ooh, Mary, can't wait.
what'd she say?
She's sending us a box soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did
Awesome.
you find the drill battery?
Me?
Yeah, they're asking. And where was it? I'd like to know. I was accused.
Fuck, I didn't forget that story. I think the drill battery's in the vacuum.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. But so, yeah, we get the girls this because we had Gina's girls this weekend. And we thought it'd be a great idea for them to have their little pool outside and then they can go across the street and go swimming. So, but it's not one of those pools where you can just blow it up your mouth. Hell no. You're going to have to either take that motherfucker to the gas station or, like me, don't worry now. I got myself an air compressor. I got you covered, right? So I had an air compressor. So I was like, I have got teenage boys that can take care of this, right? So I call Cat Daddy, and I knew I should call Bacon. Bacon must not have been here because he's kind of the man of the house, even though he's not the oldest. It is what it is. It's fine, right? But he's good with tools and such. But I called Cat Daddy for whatever reason, right? So I was like, "Can you blow this up for the girls?" Yeah, no problem. All right. So I was like, "Great." He'll blow the pool up. He'll carry it around back, and then we'll all put water in it. And everybody's gonna be happy, right? Well, no, because Mr. Cat Daddy cannot figure out how to use the air compressor. What, we couldn't find the hose to it.
Find the thing that goes on.
The attachment. Can you believe this? So then they come all the way back down to the basement. He says, "It doesn't work, Mom. Does not work. The piece is gone. It does not attach. It can't do it. Blah blah blah." Gives me a million fucking excuses of why he cannot use his air compressor to get this pool blowed up. So then I was like, whatever, man. I know it's up there, but if you can't get it, I'll come up and do it myself. So I get my fat ass up, go all the way upstairs, out to the garage. I find the attachment, no problem. It's right where I told him it was. I attached the nozzle to. Who's that bitch talking to? Who the fuck is she talking to? The fucking nerve. Your Alexa's out of pocket. You want to check that one? You go right ahead.
A fucking farmer up here.
Yeah. Anywho, these stories are all over the Kiwi Farms is great. Anyway, so yeah. Or that, oh yeah, so I found the nozzle, get it plugged in, and so I'm like, here you go, buddy. Now you just gotta blow the pool up. So I go to push the button and it don't do nothing. I'm like, well, unplugged it. Or no, what did he say?
I wasn't out there for that.
No, he didn't have it flipped on. So I go to flip it on and happen to look over, and he unplugged the deep freezer to plug in the air compressor. And I'm like, oh my
And mind you,
God.
like there was like an hour time span between when he gave up trying to do it and when Yaba went out there to do it. The damn deep freezer was unplugged.
I was like, I cannot believe this. We've had this conversation. I know multiple times that if you come out here and you plug things in like the shop vac or the freaking air compressor or this or that, you don't touch the fucking deep freezer. Oh, my bad. I was like, great. Life is good, guys. We love them so much.
Yes, we do. All right.
I
What are you
need all
doing?
that, Brent.
Oh my God.
Mom's got a knit.
Yeah.
What's so bad about that?
Well,
You know,
You know.
what's wrong with that? Because I just want to vent to my friends. Like, these people are going through, you know what? You know how I know that these people are going through the same shit I go through?
Mhm.
TikTok.
yep.
TikTok tells me that
Mhm.
these people with these kids are going through the same shit. That down to the fucking nitty gritty detail of these people going through the same thing.
Yeah,
What are they
exactly.
like?
Hold on,
What?
wait. Kumbelina says, Yaba, did you know Yo Mama's mortgage is in his mother's name?
What? What?
She's coming back around.
What? These are the people who make fun of us because we rent a house.
Yeah.
on McMillian.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Beglinda over there who grifted a trailer out of her in-laws, her dead in-laws.
That pretends to be fucking living
Poor.
in poverty.
Yeah,
No,
living
not
in
poor, but
poverty.
there are levels to fucking being poor,
Yeah.
poverty, like poverty. She lives in poverty. Do you know what you picture when you say, you know, you talk about poor people all the time. You know, the poor don't have a lot of money, blah blah blah. But when you say poverty, you picture dirt floor, poor,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Yeah. When I was a Medicaid and food stamp caseworker, they said you have to be like eating the paint chips off the walls for. Yeah.
Don't make 'em work
In
for it.
poverty. So we got her over there. We got Owl, whose house is her dad bought her house. This is the Grift Gang members.
And again, I don't care about none of this. These are the people who have talked about us in our living
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, Amber. Her dad bought her house. Her house is in her dad's name.
Embarrassing.
Hmm.
Well, okay, let's talk about this Busy Bee, this new Busy Bee that's been around buzzing around the community. Did you see did you read the DMs or not the DMs, but the leaks on her or whatever?
Hmm.
Did you see that her husband was a pervert?
Hmm.
And
Putting
then-
dick pics on the Twitter
He didn't just send it to people's DM, like he posted his whole
publicly.
Wayne
Yeah.
little bitty thing too, just swinging it around.
Oh, the little thing.
Well, I mean, it was blocked out, but you can tell an outline.
Yeah.
You know, you can see they're working. How big that?
See the Prince printing.
Yeah, the blockage or whatever. Embarrassing, humiliating. How you ever gonna show your face on the internet talking about other people and who's the most toxic? Who's the most toxic reactor? Bitch, you need to be worried about your motherfucking community. You got a whole ass mess over there talking about us. We over here just talking about Chantel. And y'all are mad because you ain't talking about Chantel. I mean, you can. Whose fault is it? Nobody wants to watch y'all talk about Chantel, not ours.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, all right, listen. Let's wrap this up. You guys have got to hear these messages between back to you, Stink Box.
Yeah, back to you, Stink Box, since you want to be the topic of conversation, right?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me share screen so y'all can,
Oh God, they still not have good internet.
girl. Some days it's okay. Some days it's like this. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
I can't believe people didn't know that Mandy fucked her cousin. And
Yeah.
she told me, of all people. Like, I wasn't going to tell the world. I mean, as soon as she told me, I wasted no time. I was like, she was probably still in the middle of telling me the story about how she fucked her cousin. And I had done told Randy and Katie. Like, you're not going to believe this bitch that told me. She fucked her cousin, bro. Yeah.
I need to find my file where all those text messages between you and Mandy are. That's a good time.
That is not.
Yes, it is.
That's a low point in my life. Listen, I wanted the goods on you, and I had to make sure I get them. And then I just kept her around because, I mean, I'm not a person just to fucking be mean, try to use somebody. And then I was like, whatever, she's all right, I guess.
Mm-mm. Okay, Alex says Dildo said she owned multiple properties, and I'm guessing they're in her dad's name. They're not hers. No, Dildo, she owns a property in Vegas that's in her name. I know that. I'm pretty sure they bought it at auction, and that's where her husband sends her to drink herself to death. I don't know.
Losers.
They're all losers.
It's great.
Look at that.
Is that those the messages?
Yeah. Okay, so wait. So this is like kind of out of order, but this is where so Mandy and Sean were planning on doing a drama live with Katie. Now this is back in April of 2020.
Okay, so I mean, it's too much of a back.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait, no, this is before. This is December of 2019. Go ahead.
So has she got with Sean at this time?
Yes, she's been with Sean for like 6 months at this point.
You gotta understand that people do not understand. Like, they don't understand present day because Mandy does not use her actual account to do what she does to Trisha.
Yes, tragic.
Back in the day, Mandy would totally, like, I wouldn't say stalk Trisha. I mean, yes, she was next level. Like, you know how you call me a stalker or Frenchie a stalker? That level times 10.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
From
Like,
day one, from before 2017.
completely obsessed with Trisha.
Mhm.
Like, everything about her life, like, it was just to the max
Mhm.
times 20 million. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, so imagine how crazy you all would think if myself or French Fry Girl got with Salah, took Salah away from Chantel.
Mhm.
Imagine how crazy up in flames this community
Yep.
would go. That's kind of like, no, because Mandy was actually wanting to be Trisha. Like,
Yeah.
she wanted to wear her skin. So
She
it's
still
not the
does.
same, so you get
She
what I'm saying?
compares herself to Trisha in everything she does and says. Okay, so listen. So Mandy and Sean got together in May of 2019. They went public with it in June of 2019. Moved in together somewhere summer of 2019, and then these messages are in like December, I think, of 2019. That's right. Trisha threw Sean out, and Mandy was there to swoop up the nasty seconds. That's right. Hey, Luna. Okay. So anyway, this is December 2019, and apparently Mandy and Sean were planning on doing a drama live with Katie. And this is Mandy texting Katie. She says, "Let's drop the drama live, please. It's gonna ruin Sean and my channel, and we need it. It's growing and we don't have jobs. LOL. Don't hate me, but when my man says no, I can't." That was a little gem. So that was her admitting back in 2019 they were both jobless bums. And they needed their YouTube channel. You're getting that's 2019. Talking 4+ years later, Your YouTube channel, you haven't even cracked 500 views on this live stream from 5 days ago. I can only imagine the type of views they were getting back then. Exactly. Key point, we don't have jobs. And here's Mandy telling hold on. Let me send these to my computer because these are like I've got this is not her current phone number, but you can't show phone numbers. They will get you, my pretty. Hold on. So I can put these on the board. Oh, this is great. I hope I have it all. Lord. It's so much. Literally, all I had to do was hand over that wrench, and Katie just bam, 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 one after another. Dee-dee-dee-dee. You hear that? Very good says, I admire your archiving. You never know when you might need something, such as for important work like this. It's important that people don't forget. I agree. Very good. Thank you. And thank you for the recognition. I appreciate you. Alex Glitter also has amazing skills. All right. I'm just going to do them one at a time or I'm going to get lost. So here we go. Hold on. Stop screen. Let me take that off of there. Present, share screen. All right. Now these might be a little out of order. It really doesn't matter. I think we'll get the gist of it. P-Day, that's an excellent idea. You should print those out and sell it as a book to buy. I absolutely will do something like that. I will print it and bind it my fucking self. P-Day, that is a brilliant idea. And you remind me and I'll send you the first copy for free and I'll sign it. All right. So don't forget, this is messages between Mandy ATX and Katie. So up here, this is Mandy saying, I just tried to troll as Trisha's mom and got blocked. That took a while to create that troll. Damn. So this is, again, at this point, Mandy and Sean are together. She got her prize. She got her man. They are together. And yet here's Mandy admitting that she is trolling Trisha in her chat as Trisha's mom. Let that sink in. Very good. Thank you for the super chat. I don't think I thanked you. I appreciate you supporting my channel. And of course, Katie's being slow. Wait, what? Trisha's mom has a channel? Mandy says, no, girl, I made one. I was gonna to trigger the fuck out of her, but she deleted her channel. There you see it, right out of Mandy's own mouth, out of the tips of her little fingers. Trolling Trisha as Trisha's mom to try to trigger the fuck out of her. Nice. And then she tells Katie what Trisha's mom's name is. And then Katie says, tonight, I'm going to troll with this. Mandy says, I can send her pic to you, LOL. This is the kind of shit Mandy's doing online. Everybody knows that Trisha suffers from mental illness and she's very, very easily, very easy to kind of manipulate her and, push her over the edge. And yet here's Mandy. It's not good enough that she done took that woman's husband and is parading him all over the internet. But she's just got to continue, and she's got to just continue to stick the knife in and go over on Trisha's channel and troll her with her mom's name and her picture. Oh, but tell me more about how I'm such a horrible person and I'm full of chaos. Did Sean co-sign this crap too last minute, Laura? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right. So that was a fun one. Let's see. What do we have next? I'm going to have to open them one at a time, guys. It just is what it is. All right. So then it says, I can send her pic to you, LOL. Then now we start seeing the dates. Wednesday, January 22nd, 2020. I got a 6-day suspension on Twitter. This is Katie. Mandy says, no fucking way. Why? I just saw you. Look at the time. 6:45 in the morning. Katie says, yeah, I'm not banned. LMAO, Katie. So I think one of the reasons why I included this tweet or this screenshot is because you could see if there's any question about who it is that I got these texts from or who it is Mandy's texting back and forth with. You can see it right there. It's fucking Katie. And then this is Mandy saying, did you see Blank Smith in your chat last night? That's Trisha's mom. So she's continuing to troll online as Trisha's fucking mom. And then, rest in peace, Dylan. Meanwhile, Dylan's getting doxxed. Dylan ended up dying. His name wasn't Dylan, it was Steven. All right, there's nothing else we need to see in there. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, crap. Hold on. Look at this one. Look at this one. I don't know why I marked that out. I have no idea. They were gonna call him. I don't know. Oh, this is about Steven. This is about Steven and his ex, which must be why I marked it out because it doesn't matter. Anyway, Mandy says, fair enough. I totally left my husband for Sean. I hated his ass, but it was Kush. Hated her husband. Now I'm in an apartment with 3 pets and his crazy cuntzilla soon-to-be ex. Really, Mandy? Did you really feel that you were in an apartment with Trisha? Because that's the word you chose. Now I'm in an apartment with 3 pets and his crazy cuntzilla soon-to-be ex. I feel like that's a true statement. I really do. I feel like that's Mandy admitting that she really feels like she's was in the same house with her. Katie says the things we do for love. She says he has divorce court on February 18th. You get to North Carolina and we can stream her right outside. Like, really? Really, Mandy? Totally unnecessary. What a freak. Hold on, let me close that and that. There we go. Hold on, let me. Girl, look at this. Look how horrible she is. Mandy says, Jinx, I was totally gonna weigh that. And then Katie says, OMG, bitch, are you living North Carolina? Katie never could keep up. She says, no, girl, but Trisha wants a court date. So we going. We're suing for the dog. Mandy says, girl, it's going to be epic. Then Mandy says, oh, we may be there a week or so. We will stream outside the courthouse, TT breaking down. How fucking sick is that? Tell us that, please tell us that this isn't all, your whole marriage to Sean isn't about sticking it to Trisha without telling us that it's not about sticking it to Trisha, please. That's disgusting. Look at this shit. Look at this. All right. So that's the last thing she said. TT breaking down. Katie laughing says, dude, that'll be epic. Then Mandy says, yes. My dad is a therapist and writing a letter demanding Sean's dogs back. It's legit notarized by the court. She's going to flip her shit. If I recall correctly, they never got those dogs. So is this just a load of horse shit, Mandith Jean? Did your dad, who is a therapist, really write a notarized letter demanding Sean's dogs back? And did you get those dogs? No, you didn't. You're sick. I honestly have no idea what that's all about. None. Let's see. What else do we have? This is fun. Here it is, guys. Okay, this is what we were looking for. This is the beginning of it. Okay. Everyone hates her stupid. Oh, she's already all about it. Everyone hates her stupid ass. Katie says, for fuck's sakes. Then Mandy says, she said we all send her racist emails. I don't even know who the fuck she is or where the hell she came from. So I don't know who they're talking about there either, nor do I care. Somebody in the chat might remember. I don't know. So here we are. She says, girl, I have a question for reals. And then Katie says, okay, what's the question? Mandy says, do you ever get UTIs? Katie says, Detroit lives with them. I've had them in the past. Detroit is Katie's friend, a female friend. Mandy says, okay, so never with my ex did I have even one. So basically, she's telling us that Sean has a dirty dick, but all right, we'll let her continue. Hold on. Okay, so Katie says Detroit lives with them. I've had them in the past. Mandy says, okay, so never with my ex did I have even one. Since Sean, I constantly have them. Katie says, has he been checked? Mandy says, he's clean and stuff. So why would it be? Now, she doesn't say he's been checked. She just said, yeah, he's got nothing. Trust me, we talked. She did ask her doctor. She did. She asked her doctor and then she asked Katie. Watch, you'll see. He's clean and stuff. So why would it be? Yeah, he's got nothing. Trust me, we talked. He hadn't been with Cuntzilla like that since 2018. I highly doubt that. But anyway, I don't know. Katie said sometimes wings start. I think she meant sometimes when you start having sex with someone new that happens. Mandy goes on and says he had a full physical. Katie says UTI is just bacteria. Mandy says that's what I wondered. Okay. So she seems satisfied with that answer from Dr. fucking Katie MD. Hold on. Look at this. Mind you, I'm not friends with this heifer at this point. Like, I have not had shit to do with Mandy for almost a year at this point. She says, that's what I wondered. Okay. I figured since he was different, my body isn't used to it. Katie says, look, Detroit likes, they have a lot of sex and she lives with UTIs. Maybe you guys are effing too often. Mandy says, I mean, it's fucking amazing. That's so funny that she describes sex with Sean as fucking amazing when she confided in Yaba and told Yaba that A, she doesn't like penetration, and B, she's unable to come. Mandy can't come. That's something she has in common with Chantel. Chantel can't come and neither can Mandy. Remember when Mandy told everybody she had this huge, like gigantic, like chest in her closet full of sex toys? She even had the one that you suction cup to the wall in the shower and she still couldn't get herself off. Katie says, I get it, dude. I totally do. Mandy says, like twice a day. Press X to doubt. Mandy says, okay, so new bacteria. Katie says, yeah, it's probably just his body and your body makes, and it should calm down. I have no idea. Look at this shit. Mandy says Telfer probably don't have to deal with that because she ain't gotten laid since the Titanic. Like, what the fuck do I have to do with this? Anyway, but look, here's proof that Mandy talked to her doctor first about this because she says, my doc said pee before and after. So she's already talked to a doctor. She's already sought medical advice over this condition that she has of this foul odor coming from her vagina. Yet still, she's not pleased with the doctor's assessment and advice. So who does she go to? Of all people on the planet of the fucking earth, not her mother, not her sister, not her best girlfriend from high school. No. Fucking Katie Roby. Love it. Yeah, but says Katie was strictly using Mandy. You can tell she's not interested in anything she's saying. LOL. Clearly. Nobody likes Mandy. Nobody liked Mandy then. And nobody likes Mandy now, least of all her husband. Okay, wait, that's the same one. Okay, hold on. God, that just kills me. She's already talked to her doctor, yet she still goes to Katie because she just wanted to talk about having sex with somebody, anybody. She didn't care who. Probably a White Castle in one hand and her phone in the other. So there's Mandy. Telfer probably don't have to deal with it because she ain't gotten laid since the Titanic. My doc said pee before and after. I don't have that much pee. Oh my God, this is the best part. Katie says, if you want, I would invest in some douche and then just do it, even though you're not on your period. I do that. LOL. Mandy says, okay, I can do that. I always tell Sean I have the bacteria they found in the urine. I don't call it a UTI. He so wouldn't care. LOL. He fucking adores me and I adore him. It's just a lot to handle. Katie says, I can totally relate. So even back in the beginning of her relationship with old Jonathan, she was being a big, fat, fucking deceptive liar to him. I love that. Yeah, exactly. I'm having sex with Trish's husband. Everyone must know. I guarantee you, when they are having the sex together, I guarantee you that Mandy has leaned into Sean's ear on more than one occasion and said, "Can Trisha see me?" Anyway, look at her being deceptive and untruthful. Even back in the very beginning of their relationship, I love that. She said, "I can relate totally." She said, "Yeah, y'all have arguments, so like ours, even though I know you're trolling sometimes, still good shit." I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. Don't do drugs, kids. I guess that's what that means. I don't know. FFG's housewife, thank you so much for the super chat. But does her pee smell like hickory barbecue sauce? Mm, press X to doubt. Okay, wait, that's one I just read. Let me pull this one up. What does this say? God. I'm uncomfortable. FFG's housewife, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Okay, look. She said Trisha's boobs have her nephew a need for therapy. I don't even know what that means, but once again, obsessing over Trisha, talking about her boobs. Mandy says, "Have you been to sleep?" Katie says, "Yeah, I sleep like 5 hours at a time." Mandy says, "This antibiotic, I don't sleep." Since when? Since when does an antibiotic keep one awake? I've never heard of that ever. Oh my God. So her puss situation was so dire that she had to be put on an antibiotic. Holy crap. Anyway, and my pouch has gone back to a thumb size for some reason. I've lost 30 pounds in 2 months. Oh, yeah, that's right. Amanda Jean also had the weight loss surgery. And she lost 30 pounds in 2 months because her and Sean were unemployed and holed up in a 3-bedroom apartment in her. That's another thing. Mandy and Sean's apartment that they lived in Austin, that first year and a half they were together, was in her parents' names. Wasn't even they couldn't even get an apartment in their names. Want to talk shit about us. Anyway, all they were doing was drinking Red Bull. They were literally living on fucking Red Bull. That's why her pouch went down to the size of a thumb and she lost 30 pounds in 2 months. She was literally starving herself to death because she was trying to compete with fucking Trisha. For real. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, here's proof that Sean outed Ron for one of his troll accounts, told his big fat mouth wife. Okay, wait, let me see what this is. Okay, that I've already seen. Hold on. Not that one. This one. All right. Lord have mercy. What else is Mandy gonna tell Katie? Katie says, "No, regular weed. Dab is good though. I can't ever find it." Mandy says, "I heard it's bomb, pure THC." Sean's daughter has a vaporizer and gets the dab. Takes only a tiny amount and she is mellow. Holy shit. I just looked up Peter Mon and he has exploded. He got 3 huge channels. Katie says, "Good. He deserves it." Mandy says he seems like a really amazing guy. Okay, so then she says, this is January 23rd, 2020. "Katie, do you troll Diane as her dead sister?" Katie says, "I can't remember." Mandy says, "OMFG," with a bunch of laughing emojis. Okay. Um, Hold on. Because I got accused of trolling Diane as her dead sister. Did not. Anyway, she says, I'm about to troll the fuck out of Randy and Diane's stream. I'm going to see how fast I can trigger Diane. This is the sick shit that Mandy ATX does while she wants to talk shit about me and call me all kinds of names and say that I'm just the most horrible, evil, vile creature on the face of the planet and that I have completely ruined Yaba and turned her into a disgusting, vile person. No. This is Mandy admitting that she is going to go into Randy and Diane's stream and see how fast she can trigger the shit out of Diane by trolling her as her dead sister. Ron called Mandy's job and told them she was scamming GoFundMe's in the name of dead veterans. He ended up on Texas watch list. Yeah, only none of that was true. She made all that up. Let's see. I don't care about any of that. That has to do. Hold on. There's my name. She's live now explaining everything that happened on her dumbass show while defending Telfer. Probably. All right. What's this one say? That's the same one. Damn it. And white knighting for you. Girl porch is a liability. They need to stop. Speak of the devil. She's talking about STS. Here she is again saying she's about to troll as Trisha's mom. Like, this is literally like 2-3 months later from the first one we saw where she said she was trolling as Trisha's mom. Look, I'm about to troll as TT's mom. And here it is, Monday, February 3rd, 2020. Mandy is going to Katie desperate for help because at this point in time, I was not the rogue mod wrench in Mandy's chat. It was AJ's Gam Gam. I'm a candy ask. Anyway, so here's Mandy going to Katie. Have you ever had a hidden rogue mod that blocks people and you can't see them? I have no idea. All those losers, Ridgie and Tyler, went to Telfer's loser ass. And then she says, Katie, I love ya. Look at this. This is one-sided conversation. Katie at this point, I guess, is sick of her. Look, didn't respond to this, didn't respond to this, didn't respond to this, didn't respond to this. And these are days apart. January 30th, February 3rd, February the 7th, no response. What a fucking loser you've always been. All right, now Katie finally responds after she says, Katie, I love you. God. And then Katie says, love you too, man. And then look at this. Love bombing. You're a good friend to me and I always got your back. We do, meaning her and Sean, I guess. No response from Katie. February 9th. Katie, can you tweet the new channel for Sean and I? Tell her fucked our other channel over. Katie says, how'd she do that? And then Mandy says she snuck in as a different name and I modded her and she hid the channel and now can block everyone in my chat whenever we are live. She admitted to it last time in our chat. That's a lie. That's a lie. It wasn't me. It was I'm a Candy Ask. And I'm a Candy Ask will admit that to this day. She said, I have called and emailed YouTube. They don't know how to fix it. She doesn't show up in the mods and can unhide herself. Katie says, delete all mods. God, this is so much fun. Okay, anyway. Oh boy. Hold on. So this is Katie saying, I got issues. It's embarrassing, but I'm going to get it together. Mandy says, I know, I don't talk. Bullshit. Bullshit. Mandy says, I don't talk. You can call me anytime and I can listen. First thing Mandy does when a friend no longer wants to be friends with her, she tells all their business. All their business. Look, Katie did not respond to that. Then Mandy says, oh shit, someone hacked your shit like they did mine. People getting blocked like you're doing it. Katie, your people are being blocked. I'm blocked. Katie, they're in your account. It's you. You must have clicked the link that got them into your account. They're blocking from your account. It's not a mod. It's not a mod. This is what Bargain helped you with. Call me. No response, no response, no response. That's great. That's a whole ass one-sided conversation. That was really nice, Mandy. Let's see what else we got here. So this is March 5th. Katie says, how'd you fix it? My bad. I'm just now seeing this. Mandy says you have to reset all of your devices, phones, and everything. I'll have you know that is not how you fix it. But I love to know the fact that Mandy and Sean sat there. You know how stupid they are and they don't know how to work any of their devices. I love the fact that we now know that Mandy and Sean had to take the time, effort, and energy into resetting all of their devices. Katie says, I did that. Mandy says, all your phones and computers, his too? Katie says he has a company phone. Mandy says, well, they're back in our shit again. We had to make everyone a mod because a mod can't hide a mod. You can't see who's doing it because they will keep hiding themselves. That's how we know it's Telfer. It was not. And how? How does that expose the fact that it's me? A mod can't hide a mod. You can't see who's doing it because they'll keep hiding themselves. That's how we know it's Telfer. Show me how those dots connect. Oh, look, there's I'm a candy ass in the chat, driving and listening, but I sure did mess with her channel and I got another wrench. And one day I'll figure out that sign on information. Atta girl. You hear that, Mandy? Ima still has a wrench in your chat on a hidden account. And one day she's going to remember the password to that account. And then it's going to be over for this channel for you. I love it. Ima, I look forward to that day. I knew Ima was listening. She always pops up when I say her name. She makes you sound like an evil mastermind everywhere, but nowhere all at once. Exactly. Okay. And then Katie says, have you talked to YouTube? And Mandy says, by the way, I can do your resume. I bet you can. Okay, hold on. Where was I? No, that's not it. This one. Now, this one's got a lot of shit marked out of it. Oh, this is where. Okay, so this is what? April of 2020. This is where Mandy sent pictures, a picture of me from my personal Facebook and a picture of my kids' mugshot. Look at her. Like, why? Why in April of 2020 is Mandy ATX sending pictures from my personal Facebook and my kids' mugshots to Katie? Hold on. Okay. So this is March 10th. Okay, March. It was March 2020. Sorry, not April. March 2020. This is a screenshot of a text message. Mandy says, here is a text with Sam's buddy. Sam is doing it. The text says from Mandy says, hey, do you think what Sam is doing is totally okay with hacking our streams? You understand that's illegal and wrong. Whoever this is says, I thought she was only messing with Katie. I told her to stop when that bog guy was coming around. I haven't been watching y'all because you still have me blocked. It feels weird to watch, you know? You know Sam isn't going to listen to anyone telling her anything. I think this is Crystal. I think this is that old Crystal. If you know, you know. Mandy says, so I was your friend or wasn't I? Oh, wait. So I was your friend or I wasn't. I don't do things like that. You're a good person and you know this is wrong. Crystal says, you are my friend. I felt like I thought we were better friends than we were. You still have me blocked, Mandy. Yeah, I think that was Crystal. Anyway, here's a text with Sam's buddy. Sam is doing it. Katie says, damn it. Yep, it's Telfer. Half of Telfer's channels are gone. What do you mean? I've never lost a channel. Anyway, whatever. I have no idea. No idea what that was supposed to prove. Okay, hold on. She says the channel is gone. The videos are gone. When did this happen? She says today. I'm wondering if it wasn't the one I reported for bullying and harassment. The one with me and Sean and the thumbnail where she used our names was reported twice. Now that channel is gone. No, it's not. That channel didn't go anywhere. Freak. And then Katie says, I long formed her after my live today as well. And Mandy says, same. I sent 2 long forms on 2 videos. Katie says, I'm wondering if she got shut down. Mandy says, Trisha also told her to shut the fuck up about her case because Trisha's on probation in Onslow County is waiting for her to mess up. That never happened. I don't think I even showed that one on the screen, but that's fine. There's a couple more, but the real juicy stuff, the real good stuff about her talking about stalking and harassing Trisha and poor Diane with her dead sister. And her talking about her stink box. Anyway. Oh, yeah. In this one, she says Sam was living in her car. Anyway, I'm not even going to address that. That's ridiculous. All right, listen, I got to go. Holy shit. Been here for 2.5 hours talking about a freaking pawn shop and a stink box. No one's got time for that shit. Well, anyway, there you go. I hope you enjoyed your little 15 minutes of fame there, Mandy and Sean. Now you'll have content for less than 500 people to watch over the course of the next several weeks. All right, I will catch you guys. Maybe tomorrow we'll come back around and talk about Amberlynn. Because spoiler alert, do you guys remember last time we talked about Amberlynn Reed and I was none too happy with the fact that I couldn't place where we were on the calendar? Timelines are important. I need to know what day this is being filmed. Well, Amberlynn was listening and Amberlynn has responded and she says she's going to start saying the actual date in her little vlog clip segment. So she was like, today's June 10th. And I was like, thank you so much. Appreciate you. So we'll see. We're going to keep an eye on Amberlynn. We're going to see if she holds true to her word and if she continues to say the date at the beginning of her little vlog so we can all know where we are in the time and place. And we'll go from there. All right. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.